Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 18. I think we're at 18. Is that right? Can somebody confirm that for me?
We've been doing this for a bit.
18 of the Band of Bravos. Hi there. I am your host and game master for the session. I'm Jason Bulmahn, the director of game design here at Paizo. Like I've been at Paizo for 6 months. Anyway, before we get started here today, I want to toss it around the horn as usual and let everybody introduce themselves and their characters. Then we'll introduce the story, then we'll get going. So, James, take it away.
Hey, I'm James Jacobs. I'm the creative director for Pathfinder. I'll be playing Shensen the Bard, whose mission this session is to spend the entire time talking with Quokka and Frong and who else we got all sorts of things to talk about, man.
Yeah, man. You're looking for Quokka.
Yeah.
I will get rid of your villain points.
And my secret plan was laid bare just like that.
That doesn't seem fair.
I'm absolutely here for this plan. Okay. Hey guys, I'm Maryssa Marie. I'm Paizo's web content manager, and I play Ilana Thistlefoot, the halfling druid.
Hi folks, I'm Jason Keeley, Starfinder developer. I'm playing Roark Thunderbird, the Tengu swashbuckler. And that's all I have to say about that.
That is all.
That's it. I am Peyton Smith. I'm the social media producer here at Paizo, and I am playing Lauren Barnes. Welcome everybody back to our wonderful thing of Band of Bravo. Someone had just given Shensen a hero point, so here is one.
Hey.
Well, some of you might be wondering, what does that mean? I mean, someone gave them a hero, but that's not how Pathfinder works. You're cheating us out. Well, we do things differently for our shows. If you're watching this live on Twitch, you are able to contribute channel points, which are down below on the Twitch page there. You can see at the bottom left of your Twitch chat thing, if you're at least on desktop, you'll see a little button there, which are channel points. As you watch Paizo streams, as we natively stream them here, you're able to accumulate those points to help us out. Or if Jason, somehow stops mentioning the darn frog and pissing me off, that he has villain points. So if you want to contribute your points to try to destroy us and stuff like that, you can also give him villain points, in which, Jason, you currently have 2. Mr. James Jacobs, who plays Shensen, has 1. Jason Keeley, playing Roark Thunderbird, has 1. I have 1, which I am Lauren Barnes, and Maryssa, who plays Ilana, has 2 so far. Just so everyone has a note of how much they currently have. And with all of that, Jason, with no mention of that certain character, what do you have for us today? Because I'm listening.
I'm not going to be able to resist. That's no fair.
I have a button that literally turns your stuff off.
The GM is gone. Peyton just gotten rid of him.
I can just delete him. I can delete him. Everyone can see what's behind the overlay on stream.
No, I don't. I don't know what's back there. Could just be the black maw of the void.
I will literally just find a random image on Google and just you're gone.
No, do not find a random image on Google. We know what the odds are on that. All right, so when we last left our intrepid band of bravos, the group had made it down to Kobold Town, trying to broker a deal with the orcs on behest of Good King Brightcrown. The orcs, however, are uninterested in just handing over part of their lucrative mine to some sky-breathing goblin. And however, the emissary spoke with you and said that perhaps if you came to the elders with a sign of good faith, that if you went out of your way to help the orcs, that the orcs might be willing to maybe strike up some sort of deal. To that end, Gargetha Clearsight, the emissary of the orcs, told you that there was one primary problem that the orcs had that if you could help them solve, would go a long way toward securing peaceful relations between the Goblin King and the orcs of the Everhold. This was twofold, but both leading towards the same goal. The orcs, who live to the north of Kobold Town on the shores of the lake, cannot fish, and they cannot fish for 2 reasons. The first being they have no boats. The boats that they had were very old and rotted away, as does most of the things that travel on the water down here. The other problem, and to get those boats, they have to make deals with the boggards. The boggards are the ones who supply boats. The other thing was to make sure that the cloakers who lurk in this part of the cave would stop eating their fishermen. Neither of these problems seem to affect the drow who live on the other side of the lake, who are the primary suppliers of fish to the people of Cobalt Town. You thought about this long and hard and decided to head to the Stench Bog to treat with the boggards. Upon arriving there, you met a boggard who spoke in particular mannerisms.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And he
Yep.
wanted to
Cool.
take you places.
Understood.
Yeah. He was a bit meandering in his escort duties. He in fact took you to the home of the boggards. In the shadow of the mother cap, a absolutely titanic mushroom. There are a number of other smaller mushrooms. He took you to a tavern, small, tiny place, and he brought you there to this tavern called the Toadstool, instead of taking you to find the master of the yards who sells mushwood and boats. Man.
It's a shiny button.
Yeah, no, I know your finger's just hovering right
It's got
over
LEDs in it.
So after a rather frustrating encounter with this particular boggard and the master of the mushwood and boatyard, you learned that the boggards haven't been producing boats as of late, and the few that they have been able to make have been bought up by the drow at exorbitant prices. And they haven't been able to make the boats because they need a special type of mushwood. Mushwood apparently comes in multiple varieties, and only one of those varieties is good for traveling on water. The rest don't hold up as well. So with them not having access to this type of mushwood, they can't build the boats. So you asked, why don't you have more of the wood? And they explained to you that there's been a problem in the deeper part of the nearby swamp, that there's been a plague of insects there that have been causing some of the boggards who come in contact with them to become incapable of eating, and they waste away and starve away. And as a result, the crews aren't interested in going out there, so there's a shortage of this special kind of mushwood. You agreed or not agreed, you volunteered to help the boggards with this problem, traveling to a part of the swamp called the Bleak Bottom. This was a lengthy journey. It took you about a day-ish to make your way to Bleak Bottom. On your way there, you encountered some rather angry swarms of mosquitoes. And mind you, this is Bleak Bottom is kind of out this way down here towards the bottom part of the map. Bleak Bottom is kind of a dense swampland. You encountered swarms of biting mosquitoes, and then deeper in, you encountered some boggard corpses, kind of with mushrooms growing out of them, and they rose up and attacked you. They were also strangely emaciated, as if they hadn't eaten. But in any case, you pressed onward, hoping to find the source of this particular blight. And it was then that you encountered the kind of end. You reached the end. There is apparently an end to this cave, but the end is an odd place. It is a large open chasm. It looks like the bottom kind of ends at an open free fall. And at this spot, some of the tiny rivulets and streams of the swamp just spill out over the edge. And there, perched on this edge, is a medium-sized mushroom. And even in the distance, you could see tiny lights coming from windows in the mushroom. And I think that's where we left off, if I'm not mistaken.
You are not.
Yeah.
It was hard to remember because, certain Tengu wasn't tied up or dangling from a rope, but
yeah, no, there was no cliffhanger of a character bleeding out or dying.
Roark hanger, as we call them.
Well,
So,
Roark,
we'll-
where do we go?
We'll pick up right there. So here's what you see. In the distance, you see this large mushroom close to the edge, close to the precipice. And in it, you can see small little lights.
So is it big enough that we could like go inside it, or is it something that we could tip over?
No, it's rather large. I mean, it's probably about 30 feet tall.
And the dog's in the distance. In the cave.
Those are bats.
Oh,
They
barking
just sound
bats.
like dogs.
Barking guard bats.
Yeah.
You don't see any. You don't see any creatures nearby. Although, give me everybody give me a perception check.
I perceive a 17.
I perceive less.
19 for me.
Hey, you guys see that big canyon up ahead?
18.
No. Where is it? I looked at my
So-
Michelin Man suit.
Everybody but Shensen, who is apparently staring at her feet, can see that even from this distance, there are like tiny clouds of mosquitoes kind of drifting through the air nearby, but you don't really notice anything too untoward.
All these bugs were infected with some sort of madness. Yes.
All right, I
maybe
grabbed one.
Whoever lives in this mushroom will know what's going on here. And bringing corpses back to life—that ain't natural. Ah.
I look at Roark squinting.
And not having them explode—that's not natural. Is what I meant to finish that sentence with.
Mystery solved. So, are you approaching this mushroom then?
All right.
Anybody doing anything special, or are you just walking up?
I'm sneaky.
Walking with Roark.
Yeah, I'll walk up to the mushroom, knock on the door.
So, Shensen, when you say sneaky, does that mean you're moving away from the group because the rest of them are not sneaky?
That means I'm creeping along behind them so that if they get ambushed, the villains are like, we outnumber them, they're only 3. And then I pop out and say, huzzah! Behold, there is more.
All right.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm sure it'll work out all.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to justify my ranks in stealth.
So, you are making your way up toward this mushroom, which you can see is up ahead. There are some windows carved into it. They are shuttered windows. They look like they're made out of the same kind of mushwood as everything else you've seen around here.
Oh, it's on the edge of the chasm.
Yeah, it's pretty close. That's the chasm edge.
No, thank you. Okay. That's good to know.
So, you are making your way kind of up toward this ledge, and quite suddenly, from atop the mushroom, and you barely see this before it is upon you, there is a mosquito that comes flying down. And I should be clear, this mosquito is the size of like a full-grown dog.
Like a Chihuahua or a Great Dane?
Like a Great Dane.
Damn!
And it comes down off the top of the cap, so you can see the kind of shadow of the cap on the map there. It comes swooping down from up above, and this thing is really quite large. And nobody kind of spotted it before it was almost on top of you. And at that, I'm afraid, my friends,
we have to roll an initiative.
I'm going to need you to roll initiative.
Gosh darn.
I know it's shocking.
Ha
18.
Lord got a 19.
I'm rolling stealth.
Oh, so that was the barking. It was a mosquito.
Yes, you can-
Not bats,
you can-
barking mosquitoes.
You can absolutely roll stealth there,
See?
Shensen, since
It
that's what.
paid off.
Yep.
But I assume it's buzzing madly and just not having a good time. And that thing rolled
yeah,
a natural one.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. And I still beat 4
Because you gave it godly bonuses, Jason. You see your trickery.
Well, I mean, yeah, there is that. This thing comes zooming down at you. It is at some elevation right at the moment, but not too much. It got pretty close before you spotted it. Go ahead. No. Yeah, we'll go with that. All right. So it's about 15 feet up in the air. That's what the level 3 is. All right. So Shensen, you do get to go first. Let me see if I see you. Shensen, what are you up to?
I am going to cast me a mirror image.
Ooh.
And a inspire courage. I am out of focus points, so I can't use the lingering version of it.
You are out of focus?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been like an hour or two since your previous encounter.
Well, I can fix that back to 2 if that's cool.
Well, I mean, you can't fix it back to 2, but you can get 1, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do that. I'm still not gonna spend a focus point.
That's
It's
fine.
just one mosquito. How rough can it get?
No, you're
Anyway.
absolutely right. It's just
it's
one
not
mosquito.
like there's a swarm up there.
No. I got my mirror images going though, so and everybody gets bard bonus.
All right. The song begins to ring out from behind the mushrooms, but the mosquito keeps on coming. Lorne,
I
this thing
am
is
going.
barreling down upon the group.
I'm going to
Its
immediately
long
back up.
proboscis is
5,
pointing right at you.
5, 10, 15, 20. We'll back up to here because it's on top of the mud. It's up in the air, and I'm immediately going to telekinetic projectile it. Just
all right,
whoosh, and then just throw a large mushroom thing at it, and then a 17's what I rolled.
So you fling a mushroom up through the sky at it, but this thing darts like right around it, as if it was standing still.
I see. This. Wait, did you just tell me it just didn't move? just stood there like, oh, there goes the mushroom, and then I just look at it in failure.
Well, no, the mushroom came soaring right at it, and it just like dodged and then dodged right back.
Okay.
It easily sidestepped your.
It cast double team on its turn. Got it. All right.
Your flung fungus failed to connect.
All right. That is the end of my turn.
Flungus.
Nothing happened.
Flungus.
Flungus.
Your flungus.
You got flungus all over that thing.
Yeah. All right. So it now goes. It is going to come down and let's see. It's going to only be kind of. It is still 5 feet up, but that makes it diagonally adjacent to you there, Roark. So it is going to fly down to that spot there, and from that spot, it is going to attempt to strike out at you with its proboscis. Now this thing comes darting at you, and it like has the like ding as it's like coming straight for you,
Like for his eye.
Yeah. Armor class 24.
Yes.
So
that's a 20 damage.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This thing pierces you like its proboscis dives through between like your collarbone, and you can you start coughing up blood, and you can feel it like the moment it pierces you, you can suddenly feel suction from inside your own body. Take 20 points of damage.
Sure.
It's
And
just
I'm
a
going-
comma. It's just a boss mosquito.
And I'm going to need you to make a fortitude save.
Oh, sure. 23. I'll stand on that.
That is a failure.
Oh, no!
Bard bonus.
Then I'm good.
Bonus
bonus
doesn't
apply
apply
to
to saving throws.
It does if it's fear. Is this fear?
It's
kind of scary.
well, I mean, he's afraid, but this isn't fear.
Oh.
He's out of character afraid.
Oh no, I got
So-
the sleepy bean as well.
You too also have the sleepy bean. And with its third action, it's going to grab hold of you.
All right. Okay.
So that is the Mosquito's turn. Ilana.
All right. Yeah, I'm not going to hit Roark, I hope. All right, Roark, hold very still. I'm going to produce flame
Oh boy.
and fail miserably.
That is a critical failure.
That is
Yeah.
a crit-
That doesn't have any negative effect other than just being an entire, total, complete miss.
waste of fire.
It's
Yeah.
okay. We all can't be winners.
The fire goes flying off, hitting a mushroom, and just being like, and that is it.
I still have one action, and I am right
Correct.
next to Roark. Oh, I'm going to do some battle medicine to do something useful. So 2d8 for Roark
All right,
for 7 points of healing.
Oh,
7
thank you.
points.
Trying
All
to
right.
stem the bleeding.
Attempting to, yeah. It's kind of hard when the proboscis is still in him. Roark, it's your turn.
Yeah. Oh, should I escape?
You definitely
Hmm.
should try.
So it's up to you. It's fine.
Whatever, man.
Yeah. I will attempt to escape this thing's grabbing of me.
Now, Peyton, if you
Athletics.
start doing the voice, that frees me to do it. I just want you to understand that.
It's a 23 again.
A
How do I do?
23 is a failure.
Mhm,
What?
mhm.
You
Mhm,
struggle and try and push it off of you, but its limbs are barbed and hooked, and they are connected to you. It is very hard to get this thing detached.
Then I'm gonna try to dance with it. Now that we're, I was like, oh, you want to dance? Uh,
You like
Huh? Let's
grab
do
its
it.
limbs and like put it in like a
yeah.
like a barroom dance
this-
routine, like da 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 da.
Does a 21 beat its will DC?
No.
Oh no,
Wow.
this is the worst.
Is this the god of
good-
mosquitoes?
well, I guess I'm gone. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for playing Band of Bravos. Thanks for watching. That'll be it for. There'll be no more Band of
reroll.
Bravos after right now. That was pretty good. I am then just going to take my final action, my final probably action, and all of my character's life to just stab it.
All right.
Well, I know
Wait,
that's
how-
not going to hit.
How down are you?
Oh, I'm halfway dead.
Okay.
But I'm gonna re-roll that.
All right. Yeah, because a 15 is not gonna do it.
As if that for the third time, a 23. Does a 23 do anything against this? Any of its defenses?
Does that include bard bonus?
That does include bard bonus.
Does it include bard bonus twice?
No,
That's a
only the
miss.
once. This
I'm
is bad.
I'm afraid that does not hit. You desperately try and slash at it, but it just comes up short. This thing is like, even though it's on you, it's kind of shifting about, and your sword kind of glances off of its kind of hard carapace. That is the end of Roark's turn. Top of the order, Shensen.
All right, I'm gonna keep my bartery going. And then
Oh,
I'm
wait.
gonna
No, somebody had just pointed out it is flat-footed because it's in the middle of a grab, so that is going to hit.
Oh,
Oh, phew.
Just barely.
Well, 7
barely.
piercing damage there. Just the 7.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you do manage to clip it, but it doesn't look like that hurt it too badly.
all right. I will throw another round of bard music up. I will move for my second action. For my third action, I'll dance on up and say, "Don't worry, Roark. I'll save you," and stab his dance partner in the back of the the head. I guess. I don't know. Slash.
Thorax?
Thorax. 28 slash stab clunk.
A 28 will hit.
Ooh,
That is
4
a,
damage.
a
That's
solid
bad.
hit, but the damage is not much. You pierce its thorax a bit, and some like pale yellowish ichor kind of comes out, but it is.
I avoid it.
still-
That's gross.
It is still up and fighting. That is the end of Shensen's turn. Lorne, what do you got?
That's a good question. That's a really, really good question. Because now that you made this thing's AC that to the level of Zeus, I'm gonna have to figure life out, which I got. Well, electric arc. We're gonna cast electric arc. We're gonna see how bad of an idea this is. And shakalaka.
All right, so it needs to make a reflex save.
Which will probably easily
you guys
do.
are not rolling good damage.
No.
Yeah, it's not helping.
Ought to be like 35. Darn it!
No, but it is a 24.
Well, we're not doing that spell anymore, but it does still do damage.
Hey, you should just scrub that spell from your brain. It's obviously never going to work again.
It takes half. It takes 3.
It takes some. I did something.
So you have stabbed it a little and shocked it a bit, and it looks singed, but unfortunately it is still alive, and it is now its turn. Well, the first thing it's going to do is attempt to. It's going to go ahead and do some drain. So it's going to drink blood.
Not my blood.
Your blood. Take 10.
Alrighty.
You should like just concentrate real hard work and like force all your blood into it and pop it.
I'm concentrating on forcing my.
They'll explode.
Yeah.
And give me a before you actually take 10. That's a basic fortitude save.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll probably take 10.
You take 10.
Yeah.
But don't worry, you're gonna get to try again because it drinks more.
My blood.
Another 8. You get another fortitude.
Or 16. Or
Hero
I take
point
16.
Oh.
Do I? I guess I'll spend the last of my hero points to not
you don't
go
have
to
one.
0 hit points.
You have one left. Someone gave you one at the beginning.
Yeah. No, but now I'm spending the second of them. I spent one earlier
I'm sorry.
to
I didn't know you
reroll
had
that
that.
attack. And now I have
boy.
0. So, but I. Oh no! This is very
Aw.
bad.
Wow.
10
The
again.
exact same number.
How even?
Well, I got a hero point
Yeah.
from chat, so I won't die. But I am now at dying 2. Right? Since I was a critical failure.
Yes, I'm afraid that. Yeah, that. I mean, it. Let's see. Yeah, you failed. You fell down on a crit fail, so that does put you at dying 2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was nice playing with you all. Good last episode of Bravos.
Yeah.
Wow. This mosquito.
I don't think so.
All right. With its third action, instead of maintaining the grab, it's going to attempt to sting Shensen. This is its third attack. Both those blood drains do count as attacks, so it's probably not going to hit. But
No, and you crit.
Why do you have to
Just a
say
na-
things,
Just a
Jason?
natural 20. I'm taking your villain
It's
points
not
away
gonna
because
hit.
you don't need them anymore.
It's not gonna hit. It'll be fine.
You still have to navigate my my mirror image by rolling a 4 on a d4.
oh, you do have mirror image. That's true. Oh, hey, look at that.
Let's see how this goes.
So a 4 hits you.
Might as well just type 4. Oh,
No.
what?
All right, I'm back.
Oh yeah,
Roll 20 is the
Well.
true benevolence.
Well,
excellent.
so that'll miss. And that'll be the end of the giant mosquito's turn. And
I need
what
to
a
get me
turn it
some mirror
was.
image.
Oh, Ilana.
That's fine because I still have 1 heightened spell left and prepared, and I'm going to use 2 actions to heal Roark.
Yeah, Shensen, by the way, I think you still take 9.
Why is
Ooh.
that?
Yeah. I think the crit just is. I think mirror image states that it gets reduced.
That's dumb.
I can look it up as we go.
Yeah. So, Ilana, you are healing 19 to Roark.
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
I
thank
had
you.
1 2-action heightened spell prepared, and I'm glad I did.
Forgive my loud keyboard, everybody.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, that is not the right answer. All right, I only have 1 action left, so I am going to use it to take a 5, 10, 15 step back over yonder. And that will be the end of my turn.
All right.
Yeah. So to specify for a mirror image, if an attack roll is a critical success and would hit one of the images is destroyed, and the attack roll becomes a success against you. Once all images are destroyed, the spell ends. So I guess it's just turns into a normal success.
Yeah.
Instead of a crit.
So it's reduced to just 9 points of damage. All right. So Ilana, you did some healing and then moved.
I did.
All right. Roark, you are prone. Yeah. You are wounded 1.
Yes.
But you are conscious.
I should be further down, technically, at the beginning, right before the mosquito. I'll go before the mosquito, but I should go after
No, you're
Shensen
absolutely
and
right.
Norm.
I failed to move you. All right. I got you there. In that case, it is Shensen's turn.
All right, I am revising my initial estimation of how awful the mosquito is. I'm going to do a lingering composition, inspire courage.
All right.
So let's see if I can perform to an extent that impresses this creature with a 30.
That is a success. Not a crit success, but it is a success.
Right. Still gets me three extra rounds. All right, and the next 2 actions, I'll give it a couple of slasheroos.
So the slasheroo.
Yeah. So that's 22. 24 because it's flanked.
Yes, that'll hit.
Yay.
So it's going to take 6.
And then the second attack is a miss with a 16.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. A 16 comes up well short. It dodges out of the way. That would be the end of Shensen's turn. Lorne.
So, random question about how flanking works.
Mm-hmm.
How does a ranged character flank?
They don't.
If at all. No?
They
Okay,
don't.
so no matter what I do, I can't. Okay, so we're just gonna stay nice and safe away from that thing. And I don't have anything that can, like, guarantee damage unless it's electric arc constantly. And I don't think any of us has really hurt this thing a lot, correct?
It looks like it looks wounded, but not badly wounded.
We've
Yeah.
batted it around a bit.
Yeah, so I can try to guarantee damage. I don't think I'm going to be able to roll high enough to really hurt this thing. So, all right, Roark, I'll let you decide this one. Telekinetic projectile or electric arc?
Electric arc.
All right, electric arc we go. So whoosh.
All right, let me go ahead and roll my reflex save.
I arc the electricity. And he runs the same thing. So like 4 or 5
I will
damage.
take 4.
You can take 5 and be cool about it.
He does take 5 because he forgot, as always, to add 1 point from Bard.
Yep.
Ah! You are all bastards. All right, so that is going to hit. So it takes a little bit of damage, but it's still up. Lauren, you do still have 1 action remaining.
Yeah, and I'm going to cast shield on myself.
All right. Roark, we are now back to you, which means the mosquito goes next.
Okay, yeah, indeed. I will stand up.
Very good.
I suppose I probably got to pick up my sword from the ground. What do you think?
Yeah, you do have to pick it up. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
You fall
Then
unconscious,
I
you drop it.
will go ahead and take an attack on it. Hopefully.
All right. 1 attack. Here it comes.
To do
Slash out with your short sword.
There you go.
a 30 to hit for 6 damage.
Armor class of 30 is a hit. It is not a crit, unfortunately.
Nah.
But he will take 6. It's now starting to look kind of beat up, but it's still fierce and fighting.
The tide is turning in our favor.
Yay,
Hooray!
tides!
Shensen.
The mosquito, seeing all of the dancing Shensens, is going to attempt to hit you with a proboscis again. Here we go.
Ooh.
That
I would like that to be not a...
that is that's a crit on you.
33.
Well, if it hits a image, it's
Okay,
just a regular.
so we're down to a D3, so 5 or a 6 is you.
All right. Yay! So that's only 9 or whatever.
Well, it's 16.
Yeah, it's a critical against you because of that 33 and your AC is 21. So it goes to a normal hit, so you still take the 16 instead of the double damage.
Yeah,
Yay, still alive.
Yeah, you're not taking 32. With its second action, it will grab you
Gross.
And with its third action, it will begin to drain your blood. Give me a fortitude save.
The athletics check doesn't interact with mirror image, does it?
I didn't have to make an athletics check.
Okay. Fortitude save, you said?
Yep.
So 21.
21 is a failure. Take 9.
All right. I am dying 1.
Oh, no. The mosquito continues to feast upon all of your bloods. Ilana.
Oh, dear. Oh, I could heal Shensen, or I can attempt to knock the mosquito back. Oh, I'm going to make the attempt to knock the mosquito back a little bit with hydraulic push.
All right.
Oh, that did not do. I can't hero point that, can I?
I mean, you can hero point the attack roll.
Oh, let's do it.
That is a 20.
Does 20 hit?
No.
Ugh.
Did not.
Oh, well.
You throw a torrent of water at the mosquito, and although it is drenched and its wings are soaked, it does not manage to dislodge the horrid beast that is attached to your friend. Ilana, you still have 1 action left.
I don't have any spells that are 1 action that can help besides heal, and I am too far away for that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to get back here by Shensen.
All right. That is Ilana's turn. Shensen, you actually got bumped. You're not there anymore. You're down here. So, Lorne.
Well, here we go again, boys. Electric Ox, a whoosh.
I will go ahead and roll another reflex save.
Stop winning. Is the bard bonus still up, James?
Yes.
Yeah, because
are you
lingering.
dying and you're still playing? Like ding dong dong ding.
It's kind of like when you hear a song or you see some sort of dance or something like that, and it's kind of, it's like an earworm.
Stick my head. Yeah.
It's just in there
Okay.
making
so
you
5
better.
more damage to the skeeter.
All right. Yeah, you managed to do some more damage to it, and it looks it's looking pretty beat up now, but it's still fighting. You still have
Yeah,
1 more action. Cast your
just
shield again.
Shield.
Roark.
Okay, I'm gonna try to once more dance this thing away, but this time it'll be dancing it away from Shensen. So,
All right.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
27.
27 is a success.
Better.
Ooh.
Okay, so I can move it 5 feet, so I'm just gonna back it up. Just come to me, attack
Which
me and kill me.
detaches it from Shensen.
Good. That gives me panache, which means I can use my confident finisher
Uh-oh.
as my second action. Yeah, that's my second action.
Yeah.
It's good for me. Though it's not going to hit. Okay,
Roll.
I'll let that go because confident finisher means I do 3 points of precision damage.
So you slash out at it, but you do not manage to fully connect. You do 3 points of damage. This thing is still looking pretty fearsome.
I will
But,
then raise my buckler.
But it's starting to look a little beat up. All right, you raise your buckler. Shensen, you are unconscious. At the end of your turn, please make a flat check.
Flat check.
There you go. An 18.
An 18 causes you to stabilize. So
Hooray.
you are now at just unconscious. That is a good enough roll. All right, the mosquito goes. Being pulled off Shensen, it turns its deadly proboscis around and aims back at you, Roark.
That'll do it.
That'll do it indeed.
Armor
Hey.
class 30 will hit.
That is not a crit, I don't think.
No, it is
It is
not.
not.
No,
It is
so
not.
take 16 points of damage as it
Okay.
pierces you again.
I'm still standing, but barely.
All right. Well, it is going to take its second action to grab you and its third action to drain blood. I need you to make a fortitude save, and here comes the damage. Oh,
28?
that is a success. Take 2.
I'm still standing. I have 1 hit point left.
That's all you need.
All those bird muscles just.
Ah! Ah!
You have
I
managed
still got
to...
1 drop of blood left.
Yeah, there is precisely 1 pint of blood left in you. That is it for the giant mosquito's turn. It is looking pretty badly beat up, but it is still fighting Ilana.
All right, Shensen's been stabilized, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to use 2 actions to cast a heal spell at Roark with my wand for 11 points. And then I'm going to do some battle medicine right here for Shensen for 14 points.
Yay.
There we go.
So there we go. No dying on my watch.
You're a machine. A healing machine.
All right, so Ilana has spread the healing love out around the party, revitalizing Roark, getting Shensen back into the fight. Lorne.
Magic arc.
I see you cast electric arc.
Yes. Electric arc. Let's go.
I'm gonna roll a reflex save.
Yeah, and of course you get a third thing. Just stop it.
That's a crit success. So
I don't care.
I'm not
Plus
going
1
to do
bard.
any damage.
Plus 1 bard. Plus 1 bard.
No, that's not how that works.
Plus 1 bard.
All right, you throw some electricity at the mosquito, but it completely dodges it this time. Lauren, I'm assuming you then cast shield.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and cast shield.
No. Roark.
I'm
What do you got for me,
metagaming
Roark?
a tiny bit over here. I really don't think tumbling it's up in the air, and tumbling through its space is going to be very difficult if I have to beat its reflex DC. Right, that's what tumble through does. I guess.
Yeah, you have to beat its reflex DC.
So dang hard. Then it's time to dance. One more leading dance.
Dance.
Hey,
You got a crit.
That is a
I
crit
did get a
success.
critical. On a critical, I can move 10 feet.
Okay.
I don't know which way to go.
Push it down the pit.
Everyone further along. I'm gonna get it as far away from as many people as possible. With
All right.
my panache, I will do this thing, and hopefully
All right,
hit this time.
Expend your panache and do your finisher. And
24.
that is going to hit. But your
Hooray! My
that
damage
is-
is only 8.
that is some very small damage. But yes, that does hit. 8, all right. It is looking really quite beat up. I think you have 1 action left?
I do, and I'm gonna raise my buckler just to prevent future criticals. Hopefully,
All right.
I'm getting hit
Shensen.
for sure.
Shensen, you are prone. You have dropped your weapon.
All right, I stand up,
Yes?
kind of on shaky legs and a little bit sad. Not to 3. My lingering performance goes down to 1.
Yep.
I get out my short bow with the price tag still hanging from one end of it,
Sure.
and I take a shot at this thing.
All right.
Yeah, this short bow sucks.
Well, that's what you get for breaking it in on a boss bug fight.
Right. It's also probably still in that really hard to open plastic wrap.
You have to like get the clamshell open.
You got it from the kids section.
Yeah. All right, I'm done.
All right. So the giant mosquito now gets to take its turn. And where's it at hit point wise? Okay, there it is. Okay.
Can we just down Roark and move on?
So
Oh, I forgot it was still attached to me. Isn't it?
yeah, but so here's the thing. It is very badly hurt, and it detaches from you and goes flying away. In fact, it goes flying up here and then soars up over the top of the mushroom cap and disappears atop the mushroom.
See you later, bug.
Coward!
Come back.
Coward!
What if the mosquitoes are living in it?
Let it go. Oh, let it go.
Come back and prove your bravery to Lorne, who mocks your. Nah.
Come back and prove your bravery. Did you just yell that at a mosquito?
Yeah. I'm kind of dizzy from all the blood loss.
Yeah, that is fair. Yeah, its belly was full of all of your blood, and after all of those wounds, it took off. So
I'll never get that blood back now.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you were going to get it back before. Like, squeeze it like a blood bag or something?
Oh,
Chop off
Like
its
a Go-Gurt.
proboscis and use it like a straw.
Like a
Yeah.
Go-Gurt.
Just squish it.
Yeah.
Gross. All right.
okay.
You gotta freeze it first.
So,
Then it becomes
No.
an otter pop.
Yep.
so no one is dying, so we don't have to stay in initiative. The bug has fled. The question is, what do you do? Everyone is pretty badly hurt.
I'm
Go find
concerned it's
somewhere
going to go get its friends.
rest. It doesn't have friends. It's a mosquito.
Oh, I'm going to make a very unwise decision and go knock on this door.
So you're going
I
to
hope
go
that's a
knock on the door?
I hope it's the door.
It is a door. Yeah. What's everyone else doing?
I'm casting Soothe on myself.
Okay.
I'll stand sort of where I am here, sort of behind Ilana, and kind of puff myself up as best I can, even though I'm very weak from blood loss, and
I've
look
boosted up
to look
the second
intimidating.
level Soothe also.
All right. So, James, you're gonna roll that soothe.
There we go. 18.
All right. Okay, so Ilana goes up and knocks on the door. Everybody give me a perception check.
Oh dear.
I perceive a 29 or a natural 20 rather.
Oh, I perceive a 13. I am going to hero point that. 17.
I'm going to keep my 11 and say, hey, my Soothe spell feels good.
No, that's nice. So Ilana, you hear kind of like some rustling inside. Lorne, you make out what sounds to be like a chair being knocked over and somebody moving around in haste.
It's a mimic.
They're hiding something in there, Ilana. Burst down the door.
Well, that would just be rude.
Hey, it would be.
So,
Speaking friend and not entering without permission?
so what happens? Ilana, you are you talking or what are you doing?
Yes, I just said that as I knocked on the door.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything in particular?
Code service.
I pick my scimitar back up before I forget it.
Oh, yeah, sure. So, here's what happens. Make sure I got this right. Okay. Yeah, sure. So, the door opens up just a crack, like about 3 or 4 inches. And Ilana, just briefly, you see a form about your height, wrapped in kind of moldering, stained cloak. And just out of the front of it, you can see a black snout. But you barely get a view of it as the figure is throwing something at you and then slamming the door shut.
Do I need to roll a reflex?
Is
No,
it a
I
winning-
need to make an attack roll.
Is it a winning lottery ticket?
It is not.
Be
Is it all of
pretty
our
neat.
blood?
Oh. Oh dear. That hits.
Take 9 points of electricity damage as this bottle shatters against you and lightning courses out over your body. Roark, take 2 points of splash damage.
Guess what, Bulmahn?
What?
I have electricity 2 resistance.
Ah!
Take that. It finally paid off.
Ooh, feels good.
I'm a storm-tossed Tengu. I was born in a squall.
Do you cluck and
I
scream?
sound like a Johnny Cash song.
Rad.
You clever bird. So the
Solved your puzzle.
that's last. Yeah, that's what happens. And then the door slams shut, and you
I've
hear
beaten
like
you.
a latch being thrown.
I've beaten your game by merely existing.
Well, my hair is standing completely on end, and I'm a little bit singed.
I put my hands and go, well, time to burn down the house. I begin to start setting up. Going, all right, Grisfeld, we're gonna blow up the wall.
we could come back with the Quoke or whatever, Frank or one of the bullywugs or boggarts or whatever these things are, and have them like take care of these mushrooms because they're really good at eating them. Gulp the whole place down.
You're gonna bring the boggarts here to eat the house?
Oh yeah.
Wait, Jason, I saw a black snout. Did I recognize a kobold?
It did look like a kobold. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe somebody who speaks Undercommon.
I speak Draconic. Let me kind of fruff up the coat, get up to the door, and
Big bad wolf that door, yeah.
Be nice.
Oh, Mac. Mac, Macky, Mac.
Are you trying to seduce it?
You hear a kobold from inside go, Mac.
Mac, Mackity, Mac.
I suggest everybody go like out of Lauren's splash radius.
Mac, Mackity, Mac, and Mac, Ilana, Mac, Shensen, Mac, Roark, Mac, Band of Bravos, Mac.
You hear Mac off, and the door opens again.
I move before you do anything. As soon as I hear Mac off, I'm like, nope.
Yeah, this is still getting flung at you.
I'm all the way over here, though.
Oh, no,
I'm all the
you're
way
not.
over here. I'm over here. You can't. What you gonna do? I'm weaving and dodging, man.
It comes out the window.
If I can dodge Alchemist fire, I can dodge a ball. Let's go. I'm limber. I'm ready.
Yeah, the 27's gonna hit you even with a rage penalty.
All right, that
there.
crits. I die. No, it doesn't crit, but it does bring me down a pretty good amount.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
take 7
obviously...
points of fire damage, and you are on fire.
I start running around.
Start rubbing all over the mushroom. You can burn it down.
Oh, good idea. I rub on the mushroom.
That's not what I had.
I
This is
hug
not
the
what I had at all.
mushroom, going, if you're going to kill me, I'm going to take you down.
So
Well,
you quickly come to realize there, Lauren, that the challenge here is that mushrooms are actually pretty filled with water. So you run up and, I mean, you're still taking fire damage, but it's not really burning the mushroom. It's singeing it, but that's about it.
Well, he doesn't want to be friends, and I am not going to force us to be friends with him. And if we don't need to tell him about his mosquito problem, then I say let's go.
I mean,
what if he's the
But
source
he
of
might be the one
mosquito
behind
problem?
it. Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
I
I
think he's
believe
a
an eye
mosquito
for an
mancer.
eye.
So
Mosquito
before
mancer.
we get too far ahead of ourselves here, Lauren, you are still on fire.
Yeah,
I'm
I
going to
need
give you a
assistance.
flat check to put it out by rubbing yourself around and kind of vertically rolling.
Could I just
Stop,
spray
drop, and
water
roll.
on him?
I
Can I
want to hear a
just try-
point that.
Yeah,
Stop, drop, and roll.
Alana, you can throw water on him. That's fine.
I got a
I was
16.
gonna hydraulic push him. I don't know if that'll make it better or worse.
No, you'll kill me. I stopped, dropped, and rolled.
Actually, when you stop, drop, and roll, that does take care of it. But you are going to take 2 more points of fire damage. So
Cool. I go, whoo, I'm no longer on fire. And I immediately fall face forward dead.
All right. 15 heal.
All right, thank you. I immediately pop back up. All right, I'm good.
Well, that didn't go the way I planned that to go at all.
and
Well,
you hear from inside, Lauren. Now, make off.
Mac. I'll make it. I'm making it. I will do it. I will SWAT team C4 the wall if I need to.
I don't know what you're attempting to do.
I will literally summon Grisfeld and go, Grisfeld, you're now the point of entry. Stick your hand on the wall and you're going to get exploded.
Grizz is like, I'm not really interested in this plan.
Or you can just maybe ask about the mosquitoes real fast.
All right.
He thinks we're a bad guy.
Mac, Macky, Mac. Buzz, Mac.
Mac off.
Hey! Mac you!
Mac you!
Mac you!
What the double Mac you?
Hey! Look over there! See that by your thing?
I think this is a good time for us to quietly walk off.
So
Let him get it out of his system.
Yeah.
You quickly come to realize that the kobold in here is not really interested in chatter.
Can I intimidate to threaten to blow up the house?
No, yeah, sure.
Mac,
You can attempt an intimidate check.
23.
Not sure that's enough though. Let me check. Nope.
God, I'm so tempted to hear a point, but it's
you
not
do not
worth
get
it.
a positive response from that.
Oh, Mac you then, and I leave. I'm like, fine. I guess no one would accept me absolutely destroying the entire thing. So, I guess we could just go.
There's other options. We could like try to infest him with our sleepy bean disease.
Not the sleepy bean.
Yeah. I guess those shenanigans lasted long enough that I no longer have my mirror image.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to be nosy.
Yes.
Because I can turn into a little sparrow and fly up to the windows up higher in the house.
So when you approach this place, it was clear that the stem, which is what you're seeing on the map here, has some windows in it. But there were also some windows up in the cap as well.
Yep. So I am going to use a focus point and wild shape.
All right.
And, is it animal or pest form? That would be a small bird.
I think
I'm
piss.
not sure. I think you have to do animal to get something that can fly.
Okay, I have animal. Oh, look at that very big long spell.
I enjoyed that novel.
Isn't it a nice novel?
Yeah. You don't ever have to click them. We'll know what you need.
I'm going to pass Russell over to Shensen. Please take care.
I will. Hi, Russell.
All right.
Actually, you know what? I'm not sure either one of these allow you to turn into something that can fly.
Oh no. Canine, cats, deer, frog,
Well, there's insect.
insect.
In
Which
pest
is-
form.
You can
Pest
blend
form.
in with the rest of the mosquitoes. Yeah, no,
Jason,
animal
will you allow
farm.
me to be a mosquito?
No, but you can turn into like a small rat and climb up one of the nearby mushrooms, right? I mean, there are ways around this. You can't just go flying around them.
Well, then what's the point of being able to shapeshift?
Well, being able to shapeshift into something that can fly is a higher level spell.
Flying
That's
is very useful.
Yeah.
It's
There
very
comes to a
useful.
point where wizards get to turn to a dragon, and then it's like, it's game over.
I can't wait for monster form. I'm going to be a triceratops. All right, let's
no,
become.
What level is that?
That's a special spell. That's dinosaur form.
Dinosaurs
aren't
monsters.
monsters.
That's a bit higher. All right, so you're able to turn into a mouse and kind of skitter around and take a look, and give me a perception check.
All right. You can't see me. Perception of 16. What do I see in these windows?
You don't see much, to be honest. You go skitting up to the windows, and the windows all have curtains drawn, so there isn't really much you can see on the inside, because there's like shutters and curtains, so it's really hard to see what's going on in there. You get a sense that the window that you're looking into might be a bedroom, maybe. It's hard to tell.
Is it a thin enough frame that I can shoo my way through some mushroom wood?
You could, but it might take a little bit.
Do we have time?
I think we could take a sit. We could take a sit down, but that mosquito up there is dynamite, so we would die.
Well, if we see him coming towards us, we can just have you throw an electric arc, and that solves all problems.
Yes. I mean, I could also just blow up the house, but we're here.
Well,
yes. Snarky fun. All right, so
I mean, we could just go the way Lauren wants to do it and bust down the door of somebody who's possibly innocent
I'm
and
last
just
resort.
terrified.
I just propose solutions that no one wants.
well,
Yes.
So the rest of you, I'm assuming, by the way, have pulled back.
Yeah, to rest and recover and get rid of our wounded conditions.
So
and
can the
focus
rest
points.
of you give me a perception check?
I perceive with the 15.
Ooh, 24.
Nice.
Roark, with your keen bird eyes, you spot that up on top the mushroom, the mosquito has landed near one of the windows. And as you're back there, you notice that the window opens, and this small form reaches out of the window and almost strokes the mosquito, and you're not quite sure what's going on up there, but there's something going on between the figure and the mosquito.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a guard dog.
Yep.
And that
I'm
whatever,
pretty
whoever's
sure
living
this-
in there.
This whatever's living there has got to be what's behind all the problem going on in this bog. Got to be. Law of conservation of characters suggests it.
It's true. I mean, have all the plays we've done.
Yep.
Exactly. We know this information to be true.
Yeah, it's like the old Chekhov's mosquito. It's we see it, we know it's going to play in later.
That famous Tabrixy playwright Chekhov. Yes,
Chekhov.
This is
All right.
Chekhov's mosquito.
Well, my attempt to be
Chekhov.
stealthy is going to take too long, so I can either continue to be stealthy, which is in character, or Maryssa can say, bust down the door so we can move this game along.
You do what you want. You're up there.
I think we should try to recover from the awfulness that is that mosquito fight first.
Okay,
And then
they
if we-
recover, I'll be sneaky because
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem.
All right.
And do either of you mind if I eat one of these mushrooms we bought, or maybe two of them?
Ooh.
There was some
Healing
mushroom wine in
mushrooms?
my pack, which I left.
No, I'm
on-
talking about the healing mushrooms, of which I've already eaten two. I've already eaten my fair share.
No, yeah, go for it.
Okay. Anybody? We have 5. You want to eat them up?
Yeah,
what
I
is
need
it?
to munch on one.
What is it? 1d6.
It's a minor elixir of life.
So,
Which...
So the group withdraws from this mushroom to go get some healing and rest up. Roark, you go to eat this mushroom, and it smells really funny to you. I need you to make a fortitude save to eat it.
Oh no.
That's good enough.
Oh, 24. Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
I'm going to try one too. Do I have to make a save?
Yes.
I choose
18.
not to eat it.
18, Shensen, is not good enough. You waste it as you bite into it, chew down on it, but end up spitting the whole thing out.
Yeah, poison. Ew.
Oh no.
I'm not going to eat mushrooms ever again.
I bite.
Trick me.
I bite into the mushroom.
Yeah, you're fine.
Ew, gross.
What is the minor elixir thing? 1d6, I think it
It's
was.
just a
1d6.
D6, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2, but good enough.
Yeah.
Well, are we here long enough at least to recover focus points?
Well, so, I mean, the question is, how long does the party want to rest up and recuperate? If you go and hide out for the night, then you can all go back to full and have full everything.
That's probably a good idea.
I'm good with that.
Oh.
Are y'all heading out while I get my sneaky on and this mushroom
Yeah.
house?
We're gonna.
We'll wait for you.
No, we're waiting for. We'll wait for a while to come back.
So,
Fucking might wave
Ilana-
at her.
Ilana, you're gnawing through the blind,
Was it
Or the-
unlocked the whole time?
the shutter.
Yeah,
Okay.
the window frame.
So, your pest form, right? You know, your wild shape lasts what, 10 minutes?
Ooh, yes.
So you spend a good 3 or 4 minutes just chewing through this shutter.
Mm-hmm.
But upon doing so, you're able to kind of take a peek inside.
What's in the house? Oh,
So-
See, there's a skull on a table. Bad guy.
is that?
I look at my staff with Grisfeld and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. See,
25.
evidence part 2. Bad guy.
Do my
Aw.
mouse eyes see?
So, seeing as you have dark vision, or at least low light, you can't see a lot. It's very dark in here because apparently the kobold doesn't need light. But you are looking into what appears to be a bedroom of some sort. There is a rough fungus mat on the floor. Over in one corner, there appears to be basically a real simple wardrobe. It's just a kind of a closet, freestanding closet made out of mushwood. They're scattered around the floor in here are like old dirty rags and cloaks and stuff that have just been kind of tossed in a heap. Doesn't look like laundry day's come in a while. And that's what you see in this room.
I have 7 minutes. I can skitter around the house real quick, like.
Okay. Well,
So, can
go
I-
ahead and move yourself.
Oh my gosh. All right.
So you make your way.
Perception.
Yeah, you make your way out toward kind of the main room, and once again, the only light you're getting is from this faint fireplace on the other side.
Is that a
And-
skull?
What was that?
Is that a skull on the table?
Is it a skull? Yes.
Oh yeah, I have to like zoom in. Oh dear, that is a problem. Okay. Do I see a staircase or any way to go up? Or can I sniff my way around the room? Maybe nudge open the door a little more to see if I can view around this room. Open some curtains, open a door. Ooh. Okay. What is
So,
this?
yeah. Just you have some dim light from the fireplace, and looking into this room, you can see there is a table in the center of the room. Atop it is, well, to be honest, you have trouble seeing. You can kind of make out that there's a skull up there, but remember, you're a mouse, so you're down on the floor. There's a ladder over in one corner that looks like it goes up into the mushroom somewhere. There are a couple tables, there's some bookcases, there's a cauldron over a fire pit. That's what you see.
Oh, I have 5 minutes left.
That is, yeah, roughly right.
I'm going to skitter up the ladder. Do I need to roll stealth or...
So, a mouse climbing a ladder is actually pretty tough. I'm going to need you to roll an athletics check. Because you can't use the rungs. You're actually just trying to climb a pole.
Yep. All right. Mouse claws and mushroom wood. 22.
A 22 is decent. You're making some progress. I'm going to need to make more checks, though. At least 2 more to get to the top.
Okay. 20.
20 is still good enough. Give me 1 more.
20.
Yay!
Well, it's pretty good rolls.
Mouse
so,
Olympics.
Yeah, just barely. You managed to skitter up this ladder, but it was a precarious thing. You get up to the top, and you're apparently up in the upper cap of the mushroom now. This ladder went up a good ways.
Oh, it was like a loft. All right.
Yeah, no, you're up in the top of the mushroom now. And this space is one just kind of gigantic area. There's not walls, there's not doors or anything like that. It's just kind of one large area. And this area looks like some sort of alchemical workshop. There are tables covered in vials and beakers and things that are bubbling over cauldrons. And over by one of the windows is this cloaked figure, and he is leaning out the window, applying some sort of unguent to a gigantic mosquito.
Can I
And
tell?
at that, I'm going to need you to make a stealth check.
All right. Sneaky peeky. 21.
21. I'm double checking to see if that is in fact what your bonus is, because your stealth modifier is a +10 unless your modifier is higher.
Oh, I have it listed as 8.
So it's 8 on your character sheet.
And on my mouse it is 10, so it'd be
pest form gives you a 10. So that gives you a 23, which is just enough. So you are not currently seen, but if you move around this room, you're going to have to make more checks.
All right. I only have a couple minutes left, and I'm seeing enough. Does whatever he's writing on the mosquito look like what we saw on the insect that I pulled off the zombie? Can I tell that from my mouse brain?
I mean, your mouse brain is your brain. It's not like you turn into a mouse and you're like, I'm gonna go eat cheese.
But it does smell better than it used to.
Yeah, no, cheese does smell better. That's true. But it doesn't look like the weird kind of odd discoloration and stains that were on those mosquitoes, or those bugs. This looks like some weird sort of orange reddish paste. And he's like rubbing it on the mosquito's wounds.
Marmalade. Like, instead, it's not first aid, it's marmalade.
I'm guessing Mosquito Swamp Druid, and he just didn't want visitors. All right. Anything else that looks out of the ordinary, particularly interesting, that would interest maybe Lorne? Someone of Lorne's alignment?
Because you're below the level of all the tables and stuff in this room, you really can't make anything else out.
All right, then I am not going to risk anymore, and I'm going to scoot my way on out the door.
All right.
Oh, actually, since I am above it, can I look down onto the lower table and figure out what that skull is?
So you can as you're making your way down, but you got to make your ways a little bit before you can see it particularly well.
Okay.
So you begin making your way down, and I'll ask for some athletics checks here in just half a second. But I'm going to need you to make a perception check to get a good look at the table.
All right. 13. Do I have any hero points?
You have 1.
1. All right, chat. Don't steer me wrong. We're going to figure out what's on that table. 15.
That's not great. You can make out the fact that there is a skull on the table. It looks like the skull of a boggard. But that's about all you can make out. It also looks like there might be a meal or something on the table, but you can't see much more than that.
Is it a meat meal? Does it look like a boggard meal?
It's impossible to tell.
Right.
And I'm going to need you to make some athletics checks as you're making your way down.
Yep. All right. 19.
So you begin to make your way down, but this is particularly slick and dangerous. You're not making good progress. Go ahead and give me another check.
Oh, I'm going to fall, aren't I? 13.
Yep, with that you fall down the ladder.
And tumble.
You take 10 points of damage from the fall.
All right. Okay. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine-ish. All right. Do I roll another one, or am I on the ground?
No, you're down on the ground now. If he was down here, he would have definitely heard you like fall and land on the floor. But since he's not up here, not down here, you're
Chat has
safe.
given you a bunch of hero points, so
Yeah, chat just rained hero points down on top of you. So you're able to escape now. I don't need you to make any more checks. There's no more danger in effect. But you are able to skitter back out and join the rest of the group.
Whee! All right.
I hand Russell back over. See, she's fine. No need to worry.
Squeaky, squeak,
I guess
squeak.
I owe you a copper. Okay. Wait, what'd you see, Ilana?
Well, there was something definitely very spooky in there. I think there was a skull, and then it's like a loft up top and a workshop, and I couldn't really tell what he was doing. He was doing something with the mosquitoes. It was very smelly. I couldn't see a lot. I'm not sure if he's a bad guy.
Was it the
I
type
saw
of
it too.
workshop you'd use to like brew up some sort of contagion to infest a swamp and make it unusable for boggards?
He was brewing something, and it is
Criminal!
It is
I mean,
concerning, but
He
I
also
don't know if he's a criminal.
immediately threw things that would kill a lot of people, so
Well, we did show up on his land and kill his pet mosquito, or attempt to kill his pet mosquito.
Only
It
after it
attacked
tried
us.
to eat us.
They didn't have. Yes, I didn't see any signs up here that said "Beware of mosquito."
Nope.
True.
So we did not get warning as to what was going on here.
You know,
We
it's
just were
really
walking up.
hard to find a very good, one of those good metal signs that says "Beware of mosquito" with a little mosquito outline.
Yeah.
They're
I
hard to
thought the
find.
barking gave it away, but yeah, I mean, I don't know about you.
I'm assuming the group of you has retreated from this place before you're having this discussion.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
are looking for a good
Move
place
back.
to rest. So can someone in the group give me a survival skill check to find a good place to rest?
I have got that. I have a decent survival.
Yay.
28.
28 is an excellent roll. That
I
is
am on a
very good.
roll when we're not fighting people.
Yeah. So you actually managed to find a place that's like raised up off the kind of floor of the swamp. There's a ledge not too far away where there is atop this ledge. There's a bit of a bowl-like depression filled with like a nice foamy moss that is very soft and pleasant to the touch.
Campsite.
And it's kind of a perfect place to have camp.
Campsite. Heck yeah. All
And
right.
in fact, you're kind of even hidden and concealed in such a way that you're pretty sure you could probably even start a small fire in here if you needed to, and you wouldn't really risk being detected.
bring out the marshmallows.
Did you say mossmallows?
No,
Marshmallows?
no,
Mushroom
but-
marshmallows?
we're doing marshmallows anyway.
Well, if you make mossmallows, I'm sure those will be delicious.
Yeah, just as good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw around some soothe spells before we get to sleep to heal people up if I can.
Sure. I don't even need you to roll if the party's resting for the night. You can do medicine checks and whatnot and
Okay.
get everybody back to full. I'm not worried about it.
All of our spells, all of our things.
Yay!
Back to full.
Back to full on everything. All right. Well, sitting around the campfire talking about what we just witnessed with our new kobold friend.
Ooh, this is a perfect chance to tell spooky bog monster stories.
I love those. Absolutely love those. But we got to stay on.
Yeah.
Shensen tells a story so terrifying you don't get hit points back when you rest. No, I'm kidding.
I win.
Ooh, do I tell
Good job.
forest lore spooky stories or halfling lore spooky stories? One of them is about monsters in the woods, and one of them is about having no food.
Yeah, I was like, the halfling spooky stories are like, and the food bag was empty.
Ooh.
And the visitor wore shoes.
Third
I had a
lunch was
cousin.
ruined.
I had a cousin who had a cursed ring. It destroyed the hometown.
Yeah, that happens to halflings sometimes.
Sorry about that.
Yes. 3 monstrous trolls. You know, it was an adventure.
Shh, do you want to get sued?
This is dangerous territory. All right, so you're all able to kind of rest up and get yourself back together. What's your plan?
Revenge visit to the mushroom house.
Yes, we should figure out some more information and get revenge on that person. I'm a little worried also about our sleepy beans,
Oh, that's true.
since you couldn't eat a mushroom and
Lauren.
heal yourself.
Uncross his arms and go, I have my solution.
No, I'm not against it. We just have to
Okay.
get him. You just walk a bomb in there. You're not necessarily going to hurt anybody. You need to be practical about it.
I don't know if they're a bad guy. There's something going on upstairs, but he was being nice to the mosquito.
Who
I
tried
don't
to
like
kill
that
us?
thing. Yeah. Like there's no niceness anymore. Like nature isn't filled with kittens. Nature's brutal. Okay, like, just grab a lot of. They eat each other in there.
So it sounds
Wow.
like the group is planning to make their way back to this
My lip quivers a little bit.
dastardly kobold's mushroom house.
Perhaps a little stealthier than last time.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, As you wake up the next morning and gather yourselves together, preparing to assault the mushroom fortress, as I increase its importance and stature, you begin to make your way there, and I think, as you draw near it, that is where we are going to take a brief little break. We're about halfway through our show, so we're going to take a short little break to allow everybody to get themselves another beverage and freshen up for the second half of the show. Everybody should just be 5 or 10 minutes, so we will be right back, everyone. Stay tuned for more Band of Bravos. And we're back. Hey there, everybody. When we went on break, the party had just rested up after getting their butts whooped by a mosquito.
He was very rude.
I did damage.
And
you got beat up by a bug.
Big. It was big.
It was a big bug.
It was
It was
scary.
a bug big enough to cast a shadow.
Big.
It was really
He's
scary.
making me question my druid love of everything. He was
It
a very
should.
rude mosquito.
It was a mean bug. That's fair. So you retreated from the mean old mosquito, healed up your wounds, regained your spells, and have now returned to finish the task. Get you all kind of in a nice little bundle here. I don't know how you actually want to approach this place. I mean, you can kind of come up with a strategy. You know what the map looks like, so.
Well, the
I
door
can-
opens up into one large room, and it's a very high room, and then there's a loft above it, which is where a lot of spell things are happening, and then there's like a bedroom. So
We should try to attack him on the lower levels so he doesn't get access to whatever supplies he has up in that loft.
Let's
We could sneak up, sort of like using
Yeah.
this mushroom as cover. This
And I'll
lower
blow
to
up the
left
door.
one.
what if he's not the bad guy?
Oh,
We can-
man, that's Jason's fault for
can-
sending us out to kill him.
Exactly. We can also like take him prisoner and find out what his deal is. We just have to beat him up first.
All right, Lauren goes first.
nice.
Peyton,
man.
I'm worried about you using that such a good spell just to blow a door up. He was able to
And?
open it, throw something at us. I wanted you to use it to damage him, not just blow the door up.
Yeah, we
I'm
should maybe-
good with look. My in my head, what I was thinking we were gonna do is that we're gonna literally SWAT team of 1 ready, 2 ready, all at the wall, and then someone's gonna burst down the door, and I throw Grisfeld in like a grenade, and goosh. That's what I was
so-
thinking.
Better.
Marissa,
Yes.
not Ilana. Murder Hobo Marissa is like, make Mr. Grisfeld knock on the door. And then when he opens the door to throw something at Mr. Grisfeld,
Oh, that is
Grisfeld blows up.
diabolical.
Gas.
Explodogram.
Audible gas.
Oh boy.
Like I said, this is Marissa, who has been a murder hobo for 10 years.
I like the way you think. I like that idea. As long
Ilana says, no, don't do that. That's
Here-
very violent and very mean.
Here's the downside. I have to summon skeletons, which have like no HP. So if that thing decides to go crack open door, throw grenade, if it has a lot of them, that thing will probably immediately die.
You were
And
going to
that
blow him up
thing-
anyway.
And that thing's going to just crack open the door more than likely. So it's not going to be full on thing.
Huh. My version
So.
of this is casting charm on you, Peyton, and having you go up there and open the door. So that's less. Or command, I could do that. I have a lot of bossy spells.
Well, if you want, you can summon up a skeleton or a
Ghoul.
ghoul. It's up to you.
All right.
Well, I think one of the sneakiest of us can maybe get up to the door, crack it open. You send the undead in there.
Is that me?
I could have.
I don't know, is it?
Grisfeld
I got a
dive
plus 8
through
for
the
stealth.
window.
I've got a 10.
Oh, that's you.
Wait, there's windows in the back. We could just go to the windows in the back and like just huff Grisfeld to go crash through the window because it takes nothing to crash through it. He'll tumble in, stand and go, ta-da, and then
Lauren, you could just try to talk to him again. You could ask, hey, are you responsible for the zombies? And if, you know.
we
if
already
they attack
did.
you,
He
then
told
we're
me to
going
make off.
Yeah, and I mean, you can guess what word goes in there.
Yeah.
Well, Mac, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I will defer to you.
Well, what's the plan?
All right, vote as a team. Raise of hands. Raise of hands for the door entry.
I don't think anybody can see each other.
Raise of hands for the door entry.
I'm looking for a hand icon on here.
Raise of hands for the door entry. You just say raise your hand.
My hand maybe is. I'll raise this like wrench. Raise your ninja face.
So I'm assuming you're summoning up a Grisfell of some sort.
Yeah, I'll summon a normal skeleton.
We will use the Grisfell token for it because it's just easier for me to work with. So all right, you have a Grisfell. He is a skeleton. He appears and he's like, not this again.
It's okay, Grisfell. You're very useful right now.
Am I?
All approach from different.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Mr. Grisfell.
The 10,000 deaths of Grisfell. That's why I'm being cursed to live.
Hey, you're the one who started all that business down there, not me.
Yeah.
All right. That's the spirit. All right. So
Don't forget that possibly fighting the mosquito and the kobold at the same time might be very, very difficult. Since we had such trouble with the mosquito alone. We don't need people hucking lightning bolts at us at the same time.
If we can get inside that thing, that'll help.
Mosquito. I could turn into a frog and eat it.
I got electric arc. It hits two people.
Not fair.
It'll do damage.
Ilana, where are you positioning yourself? Because currently you're kind of standing right out in the open.
Okay. Behind. Are those rocks? Yeah, these are some rocks.
Yeah, that mysterious line on the ground.
I mean, these big boulders are large enough to hide behind.
Yeah, and I'm a small.
No, I'll get a little over here then.
All right. Okay, so folks are in a position.
It's not okay. I guess we'll just. All right, Grisfeld. It's what I want you to do.
He's like, what?
How good are you at breaking through windows?
He looks at his bony hands and he's like, probably not very.
No, I mean, you're perfect. I mean, it's like skeletons can still punch really hard and you feel no pain.
Well, yeah, but I also don't have any muscles.
It's magic. If you have no muscles, you literally...
by the cheapest necromancy. You know, you are a lousy necromancer.
Look, I have killed more than you. I
killed the whole mine.
Oh, well, I'm glad you now admitted it.
Right now.
Regardless, you have magic muscles, which does enough to break through windows.
Magic muscles. Did you learn that from a book?
Yeah, yours.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
That's just what I thought. All right, so go around to the back and see if you can burst through the window there. Whenever, and I should sense your presence because I have some link to you to know where you're at. Once you're in there, made up. You do the thing. If
you're gonna try and blow me up, you're probably gonna need to be able to see me.
Fine, go to the door and knock and say you have a delivery. Just go. You have a delivery. Like, here's how you say you go. Mech. All right. Mech PS.
Fine. As he gets to like right there, he looks back over his shoulder and just shakes his head. So Grisfell moves to that location there, and knocks on the door. At this point, Shensen and Ilana, can both of you give me perception checks?
Did we both roll a 12?
Yeah, we're both like looking at each other. You see anything? I don't see anything. You see anything?
Well, the chat blessed me with many hero points, so... Ooh. 26.
Well, 26 is significantly better. So you look around and at first you don't see anything, but then your eyes snap over to the mushroom under which Grisfell is hiding. And atop that mushroom is the mosquito. hiding.
Snap.
Hey, since it's not an initiative yet, can I wild empathy and call to the mosquito?
So the reason why you can see it is because when Grisfeld goes up and knocks on the door, it like takes off and is about to fly over. I would allow you to try wild empathy if you were anywhere nearby it, but I mean you're pretty far away.
Gosh. Okay.
Well, I'm
Aw.
I mean,
distance-wise, you're 65 feet away.
I'd have to shout at it.
That's too far. You'd have to shout.
And as we all know, shouting at mosquitoes just makes them angrier.
All right, Grisfell, look out!
So, a half moment goes by as this mosquito is beginning to take flight, and up near the door, you hear "Mac off!" and the door opens again. A hair, as if to throw an explosive, and at that moment,
you can't throw an explosive when the door is only open here. I mean,
well, I'm going to open it at more than a hair, but we're going to roll initiative to see how this plays out.
contradicted yourself at this point.
Well, we're going to roll initiative. That's how this works. Jerk.
I'm just being correct.
14.
I am going to re-roll mine with the lovely points that chat has given me.
I like mine at 12 so I can
28.
see what other people do and then maybe just run away.
Did you use stealth? Oh, you did use stealth.
I did use stealth.
No.
I just rolled awful.
Let me go ahead and end my turns here. That way I can roll for my characters. All right. Let me go ahead and get the mosquito in there. And
Plus, he'd roll a
the
28.
kobold.
Of course, they both roll a 28.
That's not even possible. Hell, I mean, those are some numbers. Let's see how that sorts. There we go.
Hey, I want to go first.
You need that background or religion feed or whatever that gives you the win all initiative ties.
So, you had a plan, and so normally ties go to the bad guys, but you did have a plan that you were trying to pull off. So I'm going to let you go. The mosquito is going to go first. He is going to come zooming over towards Grisfell because he doesn't know any better, because he's not that bright. And then he's going to attack Grisfell.
And he will immediately die.
Well, you say that, but I am attacking with a piercing weapon against a skeleton.
He has 8 hit points.
Oh, that's not good.
That's why I rolled to go first and to be reactionary.
Should have rolled higher. There's your problem.
Actually, you know what? Funny enough, he is a dumb insect, but he does realize bones aren't food. So he's not actually going to attack because there's nothing there for him to eat. He's going to fly off a little ways. Lauren, it's over to you.
Cool. We'll do the thingy, majig, which is the explosions of the final sacrifice.
Now it's
thing.
when I wonder if you're in range.
Yeah. No, it's like 120 feet from me to
Oh,
activate
geez.
this thing. It's gonna be a second.
Would hope it to be a far distance spell since it has such a giant radius of explosion.
I know.
Yeah, range is 120 feet.
It's like giving grenades of 1 inch range.
So whoop.
All right. So, oh my God.
That is a 30 damage
Very-
roll, but they obviously
very-
have to make a reflex save. And then
Yeah,
the
so let's
mosquito
go ahead
probably
and
do
make it
really
for the
well.
mosquito here first.
2 crits.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So mosquito's fine.
Mosquito is indeed fine. Let's go ahead and make a roll for the kobold.
Who gets it, but we'll still take a pretty good amount of damage.
We'll still take a good amount of damage as the blast slams into the kobold. He's going to take half that, so... And we're going to go ahead and remove that since the door is blown open. Grisfell is gone. He suddenly pops in and appears back in the skull and is like, I hate you.
You did such a good job, buddy.
And let's see. There. That was Lorne. Lorne, you still have one action left.
Technically you are correct. And that is going to be a shield.
Which is the best kind of correct.
The best kind of correct. And I cast shield.
Very good. So you cast shield and get yourself ready. That is Lorne's turn. The kobold goes. He was about to throw a bomb at the skeleton, but failed to do so. So he is instead going to step outside. Let's see. We've got... Who do we have that's actually hiding? Lauren, he knows where you're at because you didn't take an action to hide.
Nope.
So he is going to throw a vial over at you. Here it comes. He flings a vial of green bubbling liquid at you.
I have a question, which is pretty important for this.
Yes.
To see if I get critted or not. Because I'm technically behind a stalk and all that stuff, do I get full cover?
Well, you get cover. Do we have line to you? We would have had to, right? Yeah, well, yeah, you have cover, so that's going to give you a bonus.
Cool. So it's like a +4 or whatever?
+2.
+2. Okay, just enough to make sure I don't get critted.
All right, so just shy of a crit. The bomb slams into the ground next to you. You take 8 points of poison damage. You take 8 points of poison damage. You also have 2d4 persistent poison damage.
Ooh.
And with my third and final action, he is going to get out another potion or another vial and have that in his hand. Okay. That was his turn. Roark.
All right. I will leap over this rock. Aha! I was here all along, and just sort of run up to him. That's going to actually take me 2 moves to get right up to his face. And then
I just realized at that range I was in no threat of critting you there, Lorne. I had a range penalty, but I still did.
Yeah. It's all good. We got it cleared up and actually got to ask about cover rules.
No, look at that. Yeah, because center to center, I have to go through the stock, which means you do have cover.
There's a 23 hit him.
A 23. So you go charging up to him and slash out at him with your short sword, and that does indeed connect.
Do a total of 1 point of damage.
1 damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
I nick him.
You have scratched
Surrender.
one of his scales. He does not look like he's about to surrender after that grievous hangnail you have given him. Let's see, that was 2 of your actions. Raising a buckler would be the third.
I think it's going to take me 2 actions to move up to him.
Oh, is it?
Well, leaping over the thing, I only have, let's say, 10, 15, 20. I actually have 30 feet. So if that is 10, 15, 20, 25. Now it's 2.
Just shy. All right.
Yeah.
So that is the end of Rourke's turn. Ilana, it is up to you. What do you have for me?
All right. Following his question with another question. With the reach spell, does that affect cones? So if my cone was 15 feet and I used reach it to add 30 feet, would it be 45?
Reach spell.
They're going to help out with this.
Yeah.
Everyone gets the...
So that's a good old druid feat. You can extend the range of spells, and the next action you can use is to cast a spell. You got that has range, increase the spell's range by 30 feet. The standard increases spell range because it already has a range of touch. Spin it by 30 feet.
So the spell that you are looking at doesn't quite work that way. Is this the fungal?
Yes. Because that does dictate whether or not I move and how far I can move.
The range of fungal infestation is touch.
Yeah.
And
so
the
this
area is
gives
a
it
15-foot
range-
cone.
Yeah.
So
So you
this-
Yeah. So you just do the
Yeah.
cone away from you farther.
So this gives it a
fun.
range of 30 feet, and then it does a 15-foot cone from that range.
Okay, that is still fine. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then from 15 feet.
Yeah, you're not hitting both of them. They're too far apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
The
I'm
bugs.
going to.
Yeah, the bug's more of a threat. If it's a cone, you might be able to manipulate it in a certain way.
The problem is the two of them are 20 feet apart. There is no 15-foot
there's-
cone that's going to catch both of them.
There's no way my 15. Yeah. Unfortunately. Oh, I was going to use it against the kobold to question him, which is very diabolical.
What do you got for me, Ilana?
I didn't say that out loud. I am going to shoot some fire at this mosquito here.
At the mosquito. Very good.
At
All right.
the mosquito.
You summon forth flame in your hands and fling it at the kobold or the mosquito with a...
Produce flame and a 21.
21 is insufficient. The mosquito dodges and darts out of the way, and the flame
5,
misses.
10, 15, 20, 20. All right, then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? 25?
All right.
Okay.
Yep. All right. That is the end of Ilana's turn. Shensen, bottom of the order. It is your turn.
All right. Let's see here. Inspire Courage, Lingering Composition, Combo, Performance to tell spooky Darkland stories. That's just probably a normal success.
That is a normal success. Note, Lorne is outside the area of effect.
Ooh. All right. And then I will cast Mirror Image. Since that
very
helped
good.
me not get critted last time.
That is true. All right. Shensen, that is the end of your turn. That did just barely affect Roark, by the way. He was just within range.
Here, I can actually, this time it will actually make a difference because it's not going to just cover the entire map with golden power.
To give a sense, yeah. All right. So the mosquito's going to go. It flies up to Roark. It looks sated. It still looks wounded, by the way. It doesn't look like it's been fully healed.
Okay.
But it does come up. It flies up to you, and it's going to attempt to attack you with its proboscis. 25.
That'll hit.
So take 21 points of damage as this thing pierces you. Its proboscis goes right into your abdomen. And with its third action, it is going to grab you.
My bird abs.
I'd ask you
All right.
to roll a fort save, but I already got you. All right. Lorne. Over to you.
Yeah. Making a strong decision with the spells I had to repick. Because I never updated on my sheet.
Dun,
I was-
dun, dun.
Yeah, I would just like write it down real quick. Like, okay, go surface. We are going to do the doodly do, which is called I'm probably out of range.
Ooh, my favorite spell.
Oh boy, I am. That means I'm just gonna go and then electric arc both of them. Just
All right. Go ahead and give me the electric arc. I'll go ahead and roll their reflex
Oh.
saves. Mosquito first. Let's see what we get. It's going to take half.
only half a Rooney.
And then let me go ahead and roll for the kobold. He's going to fail.
Yay, +1 bard matters on that one.
Yeah, so
But
all
it's
the
still out of
bombs on the kobold just like explode, right?
Lorne is still out of range.
I
so
sure
yeah,
hope
I'm out of
not.
range.
yeah.
I mean, it kills the mosquito and
That's
I'm standing right there.
doing area of effects does not cause all of your bombs and potions to explode. That's
Yeah.
not a rule that players would like. Trust me.
oh no, I understand it completely, which is why like I'm fine with that. I'm just adding stupid things.
All right.
I agree that shouldn't be a
interesting.
thing.
So that electricity courses through the kobold, and he like looks at you, and from underneath the hood, his dark, rotten, moldered hood. You can see dancing across his eyes the electricity as he stares at you, Lorne, with rage.
I stare back at him and I go, "Hey, go make yourself."
He is now going to go, and he's going to move to there.
What you
I'm
got
assuming,
for me?
Roark, you don't
I'm
have
sorry.
a reaction for that?
I had to take
No, I
acid
don't.
damage.
Was that?
2d4? Was it for acid damage? For me,
Poison damage.
Oh,
Poison,
yes,
yeah.
correct. 2d4 acid damage.
You were blade
roll that?
bombed.
Got, I know same
Oh, you got
team and all. And I could have just gotten away with it, but it's like same team.
No, that's fair. So take 5 points of acid damage,
Okay,
and then go ahead and make me a flat check. Let's see if it ends.
that's right. That's right.
And it's actually poison damage, but yeah.
I got a 19.
Oh, it ends.
Nice.
So he goes, he's going to move to that location there, and he is going to throw a firebomb at you, Lorne.
Bring it, baby. Bring it.
Well, that's a terrible roll. 16 is going to miss.
That's like we just buy Mac to go.
And that's actually a critical miss, so you're not even going to take the splash. And with his final action, he will go ahead and he'll quick draw and throw a bottle of lightning at you.
That'll hit.
That does hit for 5 points of damage. You are flat-footed until his next turn. And you only take 5. All right. He is screaming, "You mecker!"
It's like, we tried to be nice. Now I'm going to blow up your home.
Wow.
Roark, it is your turn.
All right. I think. Oh, with Mosquito attached, I'll go ahead and do a little dance. Do the Mosquito dance.
The Mosquito Dance.
24 against.
That is
its
a
whip
good
DC.
enough Mosquito Dance.
Okay, I'm just gonna move a little closer to other people, Shensen, to 5 feet that direction, moving that way. But that gives me the panache I need to
Very good.
possibly do some extra damage if
All
I
right.
hit. Does that put me within range of the? I can't actually see Shensen's golden aura.
Oh,
Oh, I turned it off. You were
you-
here. Hang on.
You've
Okay.
been within range. You're fine.
Okay. No, that's terrible. I'll re-roll that because
Yeah, that's a
I can't have a
yeah.
1. I just can't. Ah,
30.
Will
A
do it.
30 is a solid hit. It is not a crit, but it is a hit. However, you're going to do
18.
a grand total of 18 points of damage. That is
Pierce
a
it right through.
very serious wound. The mosquito now looks very badly hurt.
How do you like it?
It
They
looks
pierce
like
him.
it got some healing, but not enough to bring it back to full, and that did a number on it. Roark, I think you still have one action left.
I'm gonna attempt to escape. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just try to stab it again
All right.
with a regular non-panache hit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
27.
that is a hit. That's going to do another 2.
Yeah, it's a little slash.
It's wounded, but that hit didn't have too much of an effect. That was the end of Rourke's turn. Ilana, we are up to you.
I'm going to get a bit closer that I double check, and I really don't want to hurt you. And cast Fungal Infestation.
Ah. So, the damage we ignore because this is all about persistent damage. So, both of them need to make a fortitude save to see if they are affected. Let me go ahead and start with the mosquito.
Hey, Fungal Infestation spell. Why do you keep giving damage on the first time? Mosquito, of course, beats it.
So, is your DC really 19?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking. Okay, so that is
Should it be higher?
well, what's your wisdom?
My wisdom.
Should be
Switch to
16.
Nordic. Yeah, it's +3.
All right, 4 plus 3 plus 2. No, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. That is a critical success. So the mosquito is entirely unaffected. Let me go ahead and roll for the kobold. Yeah, I don't think either one of them are affected.
course they're not.
Yeah. Yeah, you blast both of them with fungus, but it fails to take root, as it were. And that is the end of your turn. Shensen.
All right. All right, I'm going to move to there. I think that's good enough. Let me make sure here. Yeah, that's 30 feet. I am going to use a spell to determine if we're doing the right thing. I'm going to shoot that kobold with a divine lance. And I'm going to re-roll that with a hero point.
Yeah, because that's a terrible roll.
9 probably didn't hit.
No.
How about a 5? Does that hit?
A 5 also does not hit.
Why not?
I'm done.
Because it is significantly lower than my armor class.
Oh, it's unfair.
As is determined by the rules of the game. Now, since your attack was a critical failure, it has no effect, so you're not sure if it's the right thing or not. But I know one thing, and that's the Mosquito goes next. So, it is still attached to Roark. So, Roark, I'm going to need you to make me some... Let's go with 2 fortitude saves as I drain blood twice.
Here comes 22 and a 24. I think we made.
So the first one you're going to fail, take 9. Second one you're going to make, take 3. And with my third action, I'm going to maintain the grapple.
Oh yeah, that takes an action. Okay, cool.
It does. So I can't just... I mean, I could just try and drain you 3 times, but then you get free at the end.
Sure.
So that is the Mosquito's turn. Lorne, it is over to you.
It is over to me, and I'm now in bardic range. And I'm so tempted to just walk up to him and just shocking grasp him, but knowing that the Mosquito is so low, I think I'll do that next time. So we're just gonna stay where I'm at, an electric arc, and round on both of them.
All right, reflex save for the Mosquito is going to take half.
And he's gonna take.
Still up.
Yep.
And then from the Kobold, crit success.
Yep, crit natural 20 on that one.
Natural 20 on the die. He is going to take nothing. Lauren, you still have 1 action remaining. Your lightning dances between them, but the Kobold like shoves it away, and it has no effect. And he stares at you with malice.
I kind of do like this finger going like, hey, and go behind the stalk.
He gives you a rude kobold gesture.
Mac.
It is now his turn. He turns around, seeing. Oh, sorry. At the end of your turn, wait, you fought off the poison.
I fought off the
right.
poison. I'm flat-footed until the end of his turn because of the lightning bomb.
Yeah, but that's... He actually turns around to face Lana, and he is going to throw a vial of Alchemist Fire at you, Lana. Armor
That
class
hits.
28 takes 6 points of fire damage, and you are now on fire. You will take 2 persistent fire damage.
I see. This is revenge for the poison thing, isn't it?
Well,
Actually, No, I'm good. Never mind.
And for his
I
second
did
action, he's going to throw another vial at you. This one's revenge for the poison. But a 17, I think, is going to miss.
Does not hit, no.
But you do take 2 points of splash poison damage.
Oh, great. All right. Okay.
And with his third action, he's going to drink the vial he had in his other hand, which is going to heal him a little bit.
I didn't want to hurt you.
I do.
All right, Roark, you've still got a bug attached to you.
I still do.
Is it bugging you yet?
I think it's yeah, I guess so. Here comes the dance. I'll just dance out my feelings. That might not succeed.
That is not a very good roll.
Yeah, it's not good. All right.
Yeah, so that's going to fail.
no panache for me. So I will go ahead and just take a stab at it.
All right.
We have determined that is a failure with a 19.
Yeah, 19 is not going to do it.
I'm just gonna
Slash
save my
out with
one
the
last
short sword,
hero
but
point.
failed to connect.
This is it. This is where I do it. No, this is not it. This is not where I do anything. Goodbye. Good night, everybody. That was the entire waste of a turn.
Yeah, you slash out with the short sword again, but this bug is just dancing back and forth, and you do not manage to connect. Ilana, it is over to you. Roark is having a real hard time with this mosquito, and it is still attached to him. What do you got?
I have got... Oh, Roark, hold very, very still. I've got the flaming sphere. Right where the mosquito is.
All right. All right. So you go ahead and create a flaming sphere. That's going to appear on the map. And I really should do a flaming sphere drawing. So let me go ahead and roll a reflex save for that.
Oh, he's definitely going to beat that. Oh,
Yeah,
heck.
you're probably right. Yeah,
That was
he
a
totally
problem.
avoids it. Yeah, the mosquito easily dances aside from the flaming sphere and does not take any damage. Ilana, you still have one action remaining.
Can I use my final action to roll it into the kobold?
No, you cannot concentrate it on the turn that you created.
Okay, yeah, I have to wait till my next turn. All right,
Yep.
I have nothing else that I can do right now.
All right, Shensen.
All right. I'm going to try to Divine Lance that kobold again.
All right.
This time using the spell properly. I had it set as a divine spell and not as an occult spell because of the auto population of how that comes in. So let's see if this works a little bit better. Took it? I did. So a 14 is better than what I was doing last time.
It is better.
But I'm still going to re-roll that because...
That is a terrible roll.
Yeah. Try that again. There we go. That's more
Critical hit. The spell slams directly into the kobold. He is going to take double damage from that. And lo and behold, he is indeed evil.
Yay.
So he's going to take 16 points of damage.
That's good old-fashioned forehead sunlight.
It hits the kobold and he screams and hisses as the light hits him and burns him, shouting out in pain. And you still have one action.
I'm going to... So this mushroom patch right here, is that filled with like... Can I jump into there?
That is difficult terrain.
All right, so if I'm right here... let me just get that little
Would
gizmo,
require 30 whole feet of movement.
which I have. So I'm going to move
All right.
there.
All right.
And that way I'll give some delightful flanking bonuses.
Yes, you also make life very difficult for my evil kobold.
Oops,
All right.
I'm sure I didn't mean to do that.
Yes. So that is Shensen's turn. Next up is the mosquito. Roark, it continues to drain your blood. Give me a fortitude save as it sucks the very life essence out of you.
Oh boy, that might be a critical failure.
That is not a good roll. Are you happy with that, or does it not matter?
I am not happy at that. It'll matter. It'll matter. How about less? How about less than before?
These dice.
Good deal.
They're just not good. I'm afraid the blood loss is massive. Take 18 points of damage.
It just
Okay,
sucks your
that'll-
heart right out of your chest.
I sure had only 18 hit points left, so.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm dying
Bar-
too once more.
Bard bonus.
Bard bonus.
Doesn't apply to fortitude saves.
Oh, dang it.
This
I thought I
isn't
gave him
against
more.
fear. I'm not
Oh,
doing like Kali Ma on him.
But his blood is up, right? He gets more blood points.
All right. With having done that, it is going to then turn its attention to you, Shensen.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Bug.
Here comes the proboscis.
Please roll a 1d4.
Ah! All right. On a 4, it's you.
It is not me.
No, it's a miss. And then with its third
Silly,
action, it
silly
will
bug.
attempt to skewer you again. That's good.
That's finally the spell working as intended.
Yeah, there you go.
Feels
Look at
so
that.
good. Mirror image.
Woo, that was close. All right. So that was the giant mosquito's turn. Lorne.
A lot of debates going on. A lot of debating going on. I quickly rush up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Ha! And I look at the kobold and with his beady eyes. And I go, I see you there. Wizard duel, wizard duel, wizard duel. And telekinetic projectile. Eat mushroom. Whoosh.
Okay. Eat mushroom in that you're throwing.
That's a
mushroom at him.
19.
All right. 19. You're throwing a mushroom at the kobold with a 19. A 19 is unfortunately not good enough.
Can I hero point it?
If you want.
I definitely would love to.
All right. Well, I mean, you rolled a
Eat
6.
mushroom.
So
And I got lower.
yeah.
Words.
Now
PG-13.
you're-
PG-13.
Yeah. That's back.
I cast shield. No, I can't. No, I already
No,
did an
you
extra
can't.
move and all that.
No.
Yeah.
And
And
now he goes, turning his attention to you.
of course he does. Yeah, throw your garden of mushrooms. They suck.
I'm running out of fun. Let's see. I'm going to throw
Mech.
one of these left. Enjoy this.
As I'm pointing, you got a mech. And then just get lightning bolt.
That hits you right in the face.
Oh!
And that's a crit. Take 12.
I will take 12.
Oh boy. I am out of that. Okay. He is going to then move to there. And with his third action, he's going to strike out at you with a claw. Which
Do your worst. Ha! You did 0 slashing damage.
That's okay. I think I missed.
You did.
I don't think a 15 hits you anyway, but yeah, you are right. A 0 is not going to do it. All right. 0 is not going to get the job done. Oh, I think his damage might be wrong. I'll fix that. All right. That was the end of his turn. Roark. Oh, actually, sorry, Roark, you...
Move me.
Yeah, you went right before the mosquito, so let me move you. Oh, wait. You're currently right before the mosquito.
Yes.
It is not your turn right now. Ilana, it is your turn.
I am going to use an action. Oh. Okay, there he is. How far can I roll my flaming sphere? I can. Should have looked this up when you guys were doing all the other
flaming
things.
sphere rolls, I think, 30 feet with an action. So if you
Nifty.
wanna-
Then I'm going to use an action to sustain my flaming sphere and roll it right at the cobalt.
Gotcha. All right. So you go ahead and roll that over to him. I'm going to roll his reflex save. But he makes it.
Why do I even bother? That is just fine. I am going to use my other 2 actions to do a heightened healing spell for Roark. For 18 damage.
All right. So, so you do a healing spell at Roark, healing him for 18. That is going to do Roark quite a bit of good. And we are now over to Shensen. Shensen.
Okay. I'm going to go there
Yes.
and talk to me about how beat up these fellows look.
So the kobold looks hurt, but not badly. The mosquito looks in very bad shape.
All right, so that is 1 move, and let me downgrade my delightful shenanigans here to 1. Now I'm going to take a second action. I'm going to take a slash at the Mosquito.
Yes.
And I'm going to... How many hero points do I have floating around right now? Got 2. I'm going to use one of those and re-roll that.
All right.
Good timing. So that's 25 for 7 points.
So you slash out at the Mosquito, your blade slicing off one of its wings. It flops and falls to the ground, dead.
Yay!
We did it. We beat the boss.
Third action, I'm going
Hey.
to swirl around and sweep over onto the kobold with my final... So that's a 19 because it's sweeping.
A 19 is not sufficient. So you go slashing out at the kobold, but do not manage to connect. The kobold, upon seeing the bug fall to the ground, is like, Mac!
I laugh at him. Mac! Mac!
I feel for you, but you're kind of evil.
Roark, it is now your turn.
I'm going to wearily get back to my feet and look over at this kobold and be like, you like electricity, do you? Throwing electricity bombs at people. Why don't you
Mac?
take electric arc damage?
All right, you throw an electric arc at him. Let me
I
go
throw
ahead and
electric
make
at him.
No, I actually failed my reflex save.
Oh, he can
Yeah.
fail those saves.
For once.
Again.
Well, it's got to
I think-
happen eventually. All right.
I think the key is at the source. The source is not cursed.
Yeah,
Long
well, I mean,
frowns.
I've been very cursed today, though, James.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair point.
there's been some bad dice rolling today, that's for sure. This fight has chewed up the entire session. So you go ahead and throw more lightning at him and stand up, and that is the end of your turn. Lauren, it's over to you.
All right. Clap the hands together, grab this kobold's shoulders, and I go, I'm tired of you, and I'm tired of all these mushrooms. Shocking grasp. And I rolled terribly. We're going to re-roll it.
You rolled a 2.
I'm re-rolling. I'm re-rolling the thing. And big whammy. That is a 26.
A
For
26 is going to hit. That is going to do 12 points of damage. You reach out, grab him, shock him.
Is it 13 points of damage?
Yes, it's 13
Let's
points of
go.
damage. You shock him, blasting his hood back, and you can now see his black scaled kobold visage. He is pocked and marred with like burns and like he's a sloppy alchemist who spills reagents all over himself all the time. Part of his scales are bleached the wrong color. He's got scars all over him. He's a bit of a mess. Lauren, you still have one action left.
And I cast shield.
All right. The kobold on his turn drops to his knees. Meg! And like crawls over to pick up the corpse of his poor dead Mosquito, which he picks up gingerly.
If only I was a
Don't
warrior,
make me
I'd
feel
take
bad for him.
No, I wish I was a warrior, so I would have attack of opportunity. So as soon as he's crawling away crying, I would attack of opportunity. I'm evil. I'm sorry.
Crying
As he
provokes.
goes.
So he crawls over to the corpse of his Mosquito, picking it up with its broken wings and its bent proboscis, and he just as he holds it, and you can see that the fight has left him. He is at your mercy. We are out of initiative.
Unless we're awful.
Well, I mean, by me saying he is at your mercy, if you just decide, nah, we kill him, that is a thing that can happen, but he's not fighting.
No, we're good.
Somebody ask him about. I pull my zombie Mosquito out of the bag and hold it up to him.
Did you do this? I ask him in Undercommon.
He looks at it, and although I do normally enjoy meching around, in this case we are actually going to have him talk.
Yeah.
He looks at you and he's like, Ah, my earlier work.
Yeah, your pet mosquito, as lovely as it is dead because of this thing that you did. Your actions have repercussions, and you should learn from them.
He looks at you and he goes, yes, they do, and that's why the boggards will pay.
Explain your words.
Dear.
What did the boggards do to you to justify you infesting their lumberlands with poison, gnarly mosquitoes?
He looks at you with kind of burning hatred in his eyes. They took everything.
You still have a really lovely house. They didn't take that.
Oh, speaking of that, I walk into his house.
Hey, don't check the traps in there by standing on weird runes on the floor, maybe.
So, let me go ahead and get that out of there. So he looks at you and he's like, this is hardly living. I'm on the edge of the world living in a hovel.
A very nice mushroom. Don't be rude.
It's all worth it.
So why did they kick you out? And so wait, what did the boggards do to you?
Did they take everything because you were practicing in necromancy before this?
Yeah. Why would they take things from you unless you were an awful person?
Oh, you think I'm the villain?
Where you
Well, the searing golden light of Siren Ray does.
You don't know anything at all.
Well, then tell me.
Boggards stole my kin before they were even hatched. I've spent my whole life figuring out a way to get vengeance on them. He's sitting there, and as he's doing this, he's stroking the corpse of his mosquito.
Was he doing necromancy before or after?
That was just a dalliance, and he kind of...
That did not answer my question.
I didn't have success until I invented the blight. The croak blight. That's the true instrument of my vengeance. With it, those wretched toads won't be able to eat their precious mushrooms. That'll be the end of them.
Yeah, you know what? By causing that to happen, you made them unable to create mushwood to build boats that stole boats from the orcs and then caused the orcs to get all distressed and caused all sorts of shenanigans upstairs, and that's why we're here. Your actions brought this on yourself, and you are still alive. You have a chance to repent for your actions, and we can help you rebuild and perhaps see about justice for what the Boggers did to you.
My actions?
Yeah.
My actions. When I was still in the egg, and the Boggers set upon my parents' small hovel and stole my clutchmates and my parents and dragged them into their mother cap, never to be seen again. That's
you were still in the egg.
Fault.
Wait. You were still in the egg when this happened.
How would you know?
My brother, my older brother, is the only one who survived, and he grabbed me, still in the egg, and escaped.
I'm going to narrow my eyes on and look at this as like, is this actual supervillain backstory, or is he making stuff up?
So are we going after all of the kobolds now? Not all the kobolds. Are we going after all the boggarts now for the behavior of a few bad ones?
So, Shensen, it seems like, I mean, unless this kobold is a master thespian, it seems like he's speaking from the heart.
And if he's a master thespian, I would have known about him.
Well, I mean, I guess there's that.
I can understand taking revenge on the... I can understand taking revenge on the boggarts who did this to you. But all of them?
He looks at you. They're all in on it. They might seem like pleasant toads that just hang out in their mushrooms and enjoy the fruits of their labor, but no, you don't see what really goes on. Wary travelers, kobolds and eggs, all can accidentally find their way into the mother cap, and all that enter do not come back.
Still doesn't justify you causing an entire contagion to spread through an entire region. You know, if somebody stabs you in the toe and hurts your toenail, If you go around and then cut off every toe possessed by your enemies, you're not getting revenge. You're over-escalating and becoming the problem rather than solving the problem.
Yes, let's continue to deal and play nice with the toads that feast upon us, that steal us in the night.
Maybe we can start by
sacrifices.
calling them boggards instead of toads, rather than try to cast dispersions upon them.
Well, we're not going to get anywhere with him. We tried to be nice. We gave him a chance. I'm willing to give him one more chance, but I'm not comfortable leaving him with the resources here to cause another blight. Because not only are you harming the boggards, you're harming the mushrooms.
So, Lorne, you wandered off inside.
Yeah, Adam's like, I'll let them figure out all that fun stuff. I'm looting.
Is Lorne building a better blight in there already?
I would assume so.
Amateur. Put some spice. Just put some Tonys in there.
This needs some seasoning. Some Old Bay.
Garlic salt.
I'm literally going throughout I'm just like glancing through books. I'm like just figuring out any lead to everything that he's done. And also just if I find anything magical or neat, I'm like, that's mine.
So down here on the first floor, most of the books have to do with alchemy and stuff. So there's a lot of alchemical tomes and treatises that looks like he's collected over the years. Most of them do not look like kobold works, but it looks like they're from various different races of the Darklands that he's bartered with over the years. There is a kettle that's on right now, but it's actually filled with soup. And everything else down here is relatively mundane. There is a boggard skull on the table. That is true. But it almost just looks more like a grim reminder of his vengeance quest than anything like with meaning or significance.
Yeah.
Did I smell soup?
Yeah, there is soup. Yeah, no, it's mushroom soup.
Necromancy soup is really good.
Which, when you get up to it, suddenly your stomach turns.
No.
Oh, is that Sleepy Bean reaction?
No, I guess so.
I checked the loft and everything else. I'm looking for just like, any hints and stuff. The books, whatever. Any diaries or notes he's taken.
Did you say you go up into the loft or the cap?
Yeah, you don't have to show me or anything, but I'm just saying in general.
No, it's fine. So you climb and make your way up there, and that's kind of the alchemical lab. But there's one thing of note up here, and that's along one of the walls, kind of in the dark recess. There is like pinned up all over the wall are like notices about missing people. Like when someone goes missing in Kobold Town, they probably put up notices. Have you seen this kobold? Have you seen this orc?
Are they all like connected by like string?
There are actually a bunch of
like a giant conspiracy Quaker boards.
And in the middle is this crude drawing of a giant mushroom, and all of the threads lead there.
Oh, the entire all the boggard town is controlled by this giant fungus at the center. What's that thing? The Bestiary 5, the Zygomite? Has this whole campaign been a mushroom trip? Are we going to wake up like first level again, maybe. Like in a field of mushrooms?
So back outside, he's still just like he basically tells you the story that before he was even hatched, boggards came and ambushed his parents and dragged his parents and a bunch of the eggs away. He managed to escape with his brother, but he spent his whole life kind of. He tells you a lot of tales of like, this one time I was tracking down this lost, drow who had been traveling outside the bug pits and had run afoul some boggards, and that he had been seen with the boggards later, but he came to Boggart Town and was never seen again, right? And it's story after story like that. A lot of them sound kind of ranty and conspiracy theory. Like, I mean, he's like, and I heard, it's filled with kind of half truths, but.
And where's your brother now?
Dead.
Like
3 years later, he ran afoul the boggards while trying to search and ask around for our parents.
Did you see him die? Because we've had a 100% rate of treachery brother activity so far down here.
He's like, He shrugs. I didn't see it happen, but he was investigating the boggards and then mysteriously disappeared. Tell me, have you been to their wretched town? Did you see any non-boggards?
No, but we also didn't see much that would cause me to assume they are capable of, anything that complicated of a plan. They're barely holding themselves together for the next mushroom fly-strewn dinner. Although we didn't go into the central mushroom, we should maybe go investigate that.
Maybe. I think, though, you've been holding on to this for a long time to the point where it's starting to eat you up inside. I think you should maybe be around some more kobolds and people again. Have you been to Kobold Town?
He looks at you. I don't have a home there anymore.
And is it because you were doing things that were forbidden?
It's because I wouldn't give up. I wouldn't accept the boggards as friends just because they provide a useful service.
Well, we can take up the investigation from here on, so you don't have to abandon your entire heritage and legacy and history to pursue something that is obviously doing more harm to yourself and your entire environment than good.
The priest
Your brother wouldn't want you to poison the entire cavern, would he?
Kobold boggards have to pay for what they did.
All right, and the correct boggards who committed the crime will seek justice, but you can't be trying to genocide an entire people just because on a quest to revenge. This is eating not just you up, it's eating up the land, it's eating up the mushrooms, it's eating up perhaps innocent people. All we wanted to do was talk to you, and you tried to kill us.
Certainly didn't end well for your friend Mosquito.
Which I am sorry about.
He looks down at his broken bug friend. I raised her from an egg.
There's other mosquito eggs at what now I'm thinking. Are mosquitoes aren't they larvae?
Lauren, did you gather up alchemical supplies and reagents up there, or are you just checking it out?
I'm grabbing whatever I can that I think is useful, and I'm just taking stuff. I'm like, oh, this is a neat toy. Just in the bag. It's like,
my God.
this guy tried to kill me and my friends. Don't really have any tears for this guy. Just like putting the bag up to the table, just shoving it all in there.
Look,
Anything
that guy
basic
in
is
there is
useful.
possibly very evil. Do you really want to end up like him?
He
Yeah, I'll blow you up as I raise you as a skeleton.
He's like, what's
That's just the words that come out when he exhales. He's not even thinking about it. It
He's
just
like,
happens.
it doesn't matter. You can't stop them. I've already infested their breeding pool.
Is that something we know about?
The mosquito breeding pool, or like a mushroom root system?
He's like, the blight has already taken root in the mosquito population. It has infested their breeding pool. There's nothing you can do to stop them.
Oh,
You don't even have a
right.
cure handy, because what happens if you contract the blight? How do you fix that?
He looks at you and he says, how do you know I haven't?
Because you've been here for an awful long time and you're still alive.
He
Because
shrugs.
you're cooking soup, and that obviously is not the type of thing you would do if you had this blight.
You can choke it down if you force yourself.
I take notes on that.
So you're going to destroy an entire ecosystem to get possible revenge on something we don't even know if it's true.
They're all complicit. The kobolds, the drow, they all know. They allow it to happen because the mushwood is just that important.
Okay, and the orcs and all the other people living under here that are going to pay for it as well? What did they do?
What about that
Exactly.
poor-
I'm trying to liberate them from the yoke of the boggards.
All right, but if you destroy the land, even if the boggards go, there's going to be nothing left for anybody.
Well, maybe
I assume
others can come and harvest mushwood.
I come out with a bag full of stuff. I'm just coming out the destroyed. Like I see that the doors like on its like moon or like mushroom hinges. I go, oh, this is in the way. Just knock it down. Come out with a bag full of. Hey, did we figure out the moralities yet? Then I look at him. Go, did you figure out how to cure the stuff?
It might be in one of those books.
Cool. Well, I got a lot of stuff here that is possibly relevant to the thing. Just like drop it all down and. Right, so I assume he still wants to end all life, correct?
So, Jason, penalties and such generally max out at 4, right?
Some do. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out what penalty, what sort of Lorne penalty my upcoming diplomacy check will have.
Yeah, I mean, 4 is pretty extreme.
If I assist with the diplomacy.
Well,
So
I mean, you've both been trying to, so I mean, yeah, sure, you can throw an assist. What are you trying to accomplish here?
I'm trying to roll diplomacy and accidentally rolling deception, so that doesn't mean anything. I'm gonna try diplomacy. I'm trying to get him to accept what he's done and accept redemption and an opportunity to turn over a new leaf and help fix what he's caused to happen.
Well, I mean, the best you're probably going to be able to hope for with a single skill check is just getting him to realize that this isn't going to work.
Yep,
right?
Well, that's the start.
Yeah, I mean, I think one skill check doesn't cause someone to give up a vengeance quest.
Right, but if we can get him to realize that it's
yeah. So I mean,
at least get him to pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Look, if we promise to at least take a look, we've been into Cobalt Town and we've left Cobalt Town, and so far, besides some questionable snacks, nothing bad has happened to us yet. But that doesn't mean something bad hasn't happened to you. If we promise to look into the mother cat for you, will you stop trying to poison literally everything?
That's a win-win.
he kind of looks down at his feet. And
I've lost my patience.
I'll pause my work, but only for 2 weeks. You go investigate. You dig into it. You find out what the boggards are up to. You'll see, and then you'll be coming back here asking me how you can help.
Well, we're here right now asking how we can help.
I meant how you could help put an end to the boggart menace.
Oh, that sounds like genocide, and taking one thing out of an ecosystem destroys the whole thing, so...
And it doesn't matter. I can't, even if I do stop, it's already begun. The breeding pool is infected.
And there's no cure at all.
Why would I make a cure?
Sounds
You
to me
regain
you
yourself
can-
and have a place in the afterlife that isn't filled with forever awful.
I turned to Ilana. Ilana, quick thing, Ilana.
Yes, Lon.
Let me ask you a question. Just you'll get to make the decision on this one. What do you think is more worth it? Letting this person still stay here as we go investigate things and potentially antagonize some people, and even if we do find out, if the bog is doing something terrible, it's not really going to make a cure. This person could just say no. Would you rather try to go down that route, or we could possibly turn this person in to the boggards, and the boggards can deal with this individual and try to convince him to create a cure?
Well, I
So
don't know if we want to hand him over to the boggards. Also,
we could save a lot of
I'm fairly sure the
boggard
jingling of your
lives.
cloak indicates that there's nothing he can be doing in his mushroom for a little while.
I mean, that's his fault, not mine. Regardless, though, we can save a lot of boggards who are more than likely innocent. Or we could try to do something else about it. This is up on all of you. I have my decisions, but
Well, your decision means burning the whole thing to the ground, and if we
That
can
is
avoid
right.
that,
regardless, I would like to save more lives than damn some.
He kind of looks at all of you and says, "You will come to see that Varnask was correct."
Who's Varnask?
I am Varnask.
Oh, you could have told us that from the start.
we did try.
Well,
to
you
knock
didn't
on your-
Varnask. Oh,
Wow.
I'm pain. I don't have any blood left. Oh, I'm tired.
I'm gonna throw a double strength soothe your direction.
I make a will save.
I don't have any blood left. But
There you go. 28 points of healing, and you
Ooh,
feel
all my blood is
good.
That is very good. Thank you.
Well, we're in no position to really judge someone and be judge, jury, and executioner. And if he's willing to stop for now, I'm more worried about stopping whatever blight is about to completely destroy this underground ecosystem.
Yep,
Because
I agree.
Little section is going to wipe out absolutely everything else. And then there's going to be no underground at all.
Yep, that would be no good. Because we're here.
Yeah, I mean, well, he said the breeding pond has already been infested.
Do we know where what breeding pond he's talking about? Is that little swampy thing that we
the one that you were at earlier is probably not it. A good breeding pond is a nice big pond area that is filled with still stagnant water, especially for mosquito bugs, right?
Yep.
There's undoubtedly one around here somewhere.
All right. Which breeding pond are you talking about?
He's like, why should I tell you? It doesn't matter anyway. You can't stop it.
We can stop all sorts of things. We're the band of bravos.
It's like, why don't you leave it us to decide what we can and cannot stop, and you focus on what you can do.
Make a better place to raise your next pet mosquito.
We could try to find a way to convince him to develop a cure in some way, since he's the one who made it and knows ways to combat it, more than likely.
How many innocent lives and mosquito lives? You raised a mosquito from a hatchling, yet you infected all the others. You basically did what happened to you. You've dragged a mosquito away from its home and everything it knows and killed all of its family.
He's like, oh, I see. You care about the bugs. I thought you were worried about the buggards.
I care about everything.
The bugs aren't bothered by this at all. They're happy carriers.
So you can speak to them?
He looks at the bugs and he's like, no.
All right, then let's
but
not
I haven't
assume.
killed any. No more
And the
than
blight
needed
isn't
to
going to
perform
kill
my
them?
experiments.
Oh, so you've experimented on them. You haven't killed any on purpose, and then you've sent them to infect other bugs.
And how many have you killed? He's holding the corpse of his.
That wasn't me, and that was in self-defense.
That was someone else.
That was me.
I raised my hand. I did it.
So at the moment, I am very cross with you, and we are giving you a chance to make it right.
I have agreed that I will halt my vengeance so that you might see it for yourself.
Yeah, I believe now our current course is to convince this fellow that his path is incorrect via proof. And if we do that, then we may convince this individual to then develop a cure. And then via that cure, we can then distribute it to the bargains and be the heroes of all parties.
I don't think there's much else we can do then.
Yeah, we could debate moralities all day in cave here until the mushrooms dim down, but I believe we have some work to do.
He gets up with a noticeable limp as he has been quite wounded in the most recent battle.
Okay.
And makes his way back to his house.
I'm going to hold my hand out to him, like a show of good faith.
He kind of looks at it, and mind you, he's got the corpse of his bug in his hands, and he just kind of looks at you, and he says, "You'll see that I'm right."
Shake on it. We will promise to look into it as long as you promise to stop.
He reaches out his hand.
I take his hand and I cast a heal. Just a little heal.
This is when we find out he's undead.
Dies.
No. That does heal some of his wounds, and he looks at you and he says, "You're far more kind than I would give you credit for someone who invaded my home with fire and steel."
We knocked first. You threw things at us.
Yeah, you tried to kill us first. We came here in peace. That's why I'm taking your stuff. I begin to walk away with my bag.
He goes, "Good luck. I do not envy you the horrors you are about to uncover."
Oh, we've uncovered plenty, and we will uncover plenty more.
It can't be worse than that sewer cave.
He picks up the remnants of his door and kind of props it back on.
Does it like fall over and then he gets embarrassed because he tried to dramatically close it and then he has to prop it back up again?
No,
he just can't hold.
He just kind of props it up against the door frame, and it doesn't cover the whole door anymore because it's kind of broken in places. And as you kind of gather yourselves up to walk away from somewhere inside the mushroom, you hear quiet weeping. And that is where I'm going to end today's session. I want to thank everybody for watching. Before we wrap things up here today, I want to make sure I toss it back around the horn for everybody to be able to tell you where you can find out more about them and their work on the internet. James.
Hey, it's James Jacobs, creative director for Pathfinder. I play Shensen, and you can ask me all sorts of questions and such over on the Paizo forums. And I want to get right out there already that we are not an invasive species.
Surface invaders.
That's propaganda. That's chat room propaganda. We're helpers. We're saviors.
Ooh, you just wanted to poke the druid, didn't you? Hey guys, I'm Maryssa Marie. I am Paizo's web content manager. You can find me in the chat room and Paizo forums, all the social media at Maryssa Marie, Maryssa. I can't spell my own name today. Maryssa
Hi folks, I'm Jason Keeley, Starfinder developer. You can find me on Twitter at HerzWesten, HerzWesten. And also, again, in about an hour on the No Direction Twitch stream playing another game.
And I am Peyton Smith. I'm the social media producer here at Paizo. I have been playing on Bonds. And thank you, everyone here who has been playing. I appreciate your guys' time. And thank you, Jason, for another great bug killing and totally loot-filled adventure.
Was it experience point filled? That's what I want.
Yeah, well, we'll figure out the loot and experience between now and next Friday. Thanks for watching, everybody. I am Jason Bulmahn. I'm the director of game design. You can find me on all the various social media platforms at /Jason Bulmahn. That's JasonBulmahn. Yeah, if you liked the maps that you saw today, or at least the one that we saw today, since we didn't really get off that map, you can find those in the Roll20 store by looking up blue maps. You can also find them on DriveThru by searching for the same thing. And that's about all I got, everybody. We will see you all next Friday for another exciting session at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoy your weekend, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Farewell.
Bye.
So long. Have a good weekend. Be safe.
Watch out for mosquitoes.